Hey, it's Kaya! Combine roar! Roar! Hello, everyone. Happy Monday or Sunday, depending on which time zone you are in. We are finally gonna be doing our very last Metaphor ReFantazio stream. This is probably the fastest I've ever completed a game on stream. I'll be perfectly honest. We started a month ago, and we're finishing a month later in 20 streams. And also, what was it? I'm losing my words. I was very, happily reminded. Yes, there we go. I was very happily reminded that, about a month ago, before the game came out, someone asked me, hey, are you gonna stream Metaphor? And I was like, maybe. And here we are, a month later, basically finishing the game. And if you notice, on my head, I've got a little handy dandy crown. This crown is from Orion Kami VT. I will leave a link when this goes up on the VOD. So, yeah, credits. I tuned in. But yeah, we are gonna be doing the final boss. I'm not sure how long this takes, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest with everyone. I was doing a little bit of grinding because I figured, hey, you know what? Those teeth, they dropped a lot of archetype XP. So we have 100% archetype mastery. Not fully, like, you know, mastered in terms of rank, but we got everything unlocked. And when that happens, everyone unlocks, like, certain weapons. You know, we got the King's Sovereignty. I unlocked that one before. I didn't really want to use this one, just because, like, you know, there's some sentiment of value with the Dragon's Legacy. There's the Dynastic Blade. You know, you got to save the king instead of this. Also, hunting down those teeth gets you these two items: the Mirror of Azia and the Mirror of Adzaluf. So repels physical stuff, repels magical affinities. So yeah. So this is gonna be a busted boss fight. I'll say that. Yeah. Okay. So also we got some handy dandy, like, persona references. So the Faker item, Joker's Knives. Daggers used by a rebel who laughed in the face of authority. I wonder who that's supposed to be. Goemon's Hidden Blade. Love that. Apollo's 11th. A mechanical bow used by explorers for disguise. I assume it's a NASA reference. I'm not too sure. I'll be perfectly honest. The Kongming Signal, that one's an actual general back in the day. Tactician back in the day. Yggdrasil's Staff. Acts of the Old God. All Creation Fist. I'm not sure what this one is referencing. The fist of a king who split both heaven and earth to achieve his goals. I think it's just like a martial arts thing. We cannot escape John. They're gonna milk him dry, and then they're gonna milk him. Look at his face. They're gonna milk this mug.
I think we lost them.
Okay. But it is time to absolutely destroy Luis. Because in the process of maxing, well, getting all the archetype mastery, look at our levels. We're in the 90s right now. Look at our stats. He's not gonna stand a chance, so without any further ado, let's finally finish the game.
Look.
We should be able to proceed from here. It's connected to that odd light, I suspect.
Yep.
We'll have to stick around for the final boss, but I also kind of want to see for myself what happens, so I'll be lurking. Okay, Plum and Jury lurk. You will be hearing me scream and shout and do weird things, but yes. I can feel his magma from here. When we cross, Luis will be waiting.
Last.
The time's come to decide a true victor. This will be the final time we fight Louise.
I'll definitely.
We can't allow the royal magic to be used for destruction. It's up to us to stop him. So let's bring the curtain down and end this farce, once and for all.
Should we keep going?
It's been building up to this. Ready? Time to deal with Louise. Let's end this.
Yeah.
Waited a whole month for this. It's finally time to kill Louise.
I confess, I did not believe you would actually survive the gauntlet.
You thought so little of me, Louise, but here I am. Here I fucking am.
Oh, please. Think about what you're trying to achieve. Nothing could stop us from getting to you.
Exactly.
I can accept that you hate injustice. Maybe we do share that. But I have to ask, Luis, why go to this extreme?
Yeah, because you didn't mention last time that you did have dreams before. And what did that amount to? Like, what exactly is your motivation for this? Like, it's not... Like, I don't think you came out being like, survival of the fittest, you know?
Is it because you're elder? You saw your village destroyed for petty, evil reasons. Is this revenge? Revenge? Ludicrous. That would accomplish nothing.
Then why are you doing this? Just because you hate the world? Or what?
An entire tribe does not become so derided to the point of genocide by authority figures alone, but by the vice of the society in which that ignorance is born. Indeed, it would be equally petty of me to take only the heads of the few familiar guilty, for my own satisfaction, no less. No, I would not repay injustice with injustice.
No, but you're gonna repay it with a culling.
Then why? You drew the entire nation into your scheme without hesitation. If not revenge, then what would compel you to such ends?
It is true that I was born in the ancient sanctum, but I never held any fondness for that place.
Really?
The Elder have long lived in hiding, clutching the truths of the world to themselves alone. A tribe of doors locked and secrets encoded. I wanted to change that isolation.
You wanted to rise them out of, like out of that place, right?
And then, at long last, a man from outside the village came to visit. None other than your father, Prince.
You met my dad? Like before that?
Though royalty, he dreamed that the tribes might stand side by side as equals. And he rejected none of our village's history, however inconvenient to his worldview. I saw him with the eyes of a child. And for the first time, I felt a dream stir. Were there more idealists like him in the world outside? Was my life of hiding at an end? Under the canopy of that gloom-thick forest, all I wanted was to leave, and live upon the open plains beneath a wider sky. That was all.
That was your dream? Like that simple?
As for what happened to the ancient sanctum afterwards, it is a story you've already been told.
So, okay, so there is a huge possibility that we could have met each other when we were children. Like, he's obviously older than the main character, right? But the prince was born in the Outer Sanctum after the king left. Like, he was born there. So there's definitely a chance that they've met before, like in their childhood, right? Like before the village got raised.
It was set aflame and crushed beneath the church's heel. The sanctist warrior monks and ordinary guardsmen alike, all in the palm of Forden's hand.
Neighbors and kin I'd known all my life were soon nothing but ash on the wind. Too quick to realize their own deaths. I was but a child, trembling before a wall of fire. It was a massacre. It had nothing to do with any hate on either side, or retaliation for any perceived offense.
It was because the king dared to sire a half-breed child.
It was only pure injustice.
And that,
A
too.
selfish act of devastation. One thought alone burned in my mind. I would never let it happen again. And so did I walk onward.
Man, like, okay, this is like the most, like, aside from the time that we compared him to Forden, this is the most that we see him be like super emotional, at least in his portrait, right? Like last stream when we made the comparison to Forden, is like, you like how like silence, like how dare you, right? And also like when he was fighting us on top of the roof, right? But that was him like shouting and like and having that bravado. But this is actually just like anguish and something deep within.
It was tragic.
Thus, I choose to make this a land of eternal, perfect equality, even should it cost my life. I shall return the anxieties endowed upon this scepter, and let it be heard. To burden others with your own fears and responsibilities is cowardice. My royal magic shall craft a world where that cannot be. Such cowardice dies.
Like nobody would prosper there.
In the world you dream of, there is no prosperity.
There's only might. Like literally, like there's only power, and like if it's a might makes right like philosophy, then that is like that is just injustice in and of itself. Like who wouldn't want to like use underhanded methods to rise to the top? Like who's not gonna raise down a village to rise to the top in that setting? It makes no sense. Especially when everyone like loses their minds too.
Indeed, we all have our own burdens to bear. But that shouldn't mean it's wrong to help each other carry them.
Luis, you're not describing a nation that condemns evil. You're describing a nation that's entirely blind to it. A land of amoral beasts, not people.
Like, you can make the argument that, oh, if you're cheating, if you're poisoning, and you're doing, like, underhanded methods, that's part of their power, that's part of their might and part of their strategy, but, like, nothing's off the board then, right? It's just gonna be a world that facilitates that type of, tactics, like, the same tactics that raise down the village, that raise down this Elden Sanctum, and just make it, like, and just, like, makes it part of its decree. It's like, oh, it's okay, because might makes right, you know? Haha.
In the end, I think you're still trapped. You've been stuck in that night of flames all your life. You don't trust anyone. That's why you can only imagine a world apart from you.
I kind of like how we're still trying to, like, talk to him and negotiate with him, but, like, there is no way he's gonna agree with them. There's no way he's gonna negotiate. He's, like, he is just gonna be, like, an antagonist all the way through. There's no, like, reversing him.
Unless you can face that anxiety within yourself, then you're no different from everyone you've rejected.
So be it. From the beginning, I have championed world order determined by power. All that remains is for me to realize my truth by burying you beneath it.
I won't let that happen.
You are not the sole wielders of these lost archetypes. I am Luis, bearer of the royal scepter. With only a thought, the power of kings is mine to command.
What?
So what archetype do you have?
Behold, and I will reveal the secrets
Oh shit, he
still
does.
beyond you.
What the fuck, he does? Wait. Okay. All right.
Come, we decide our world's future.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is not beating the Lucifer allegations. My God.
Our land is consumed with anxiety as it has never been before.
Alrighty then. So did he fuse with his archetype then, or like what's happening? Or is this how his archetype, like, presents itself? Like, never
All of
mind.
it. Foundation for my new, better world.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen. Why do you, my god, your abs. Dude.
You are but an audience, powerless to tread on history's stage. Let it begin.
Well, let's do it.
We fight for your ideal world. Here and now.
Archdemon Luis
We'll take him down.
Caradrius. Okay. His design is kind of interesting though, because like, if I look here, so it's all like the human body parts, right? Like the hands,
I'll give you the
the
performance
ribs,
of a
the
lifetime.
pelvis, right? So it's kind of like in line with the rib cage, the skeletal design of the royal scepter itself, the rib cage, the heart, everything, and the wings too, right? With this here,
Don't underestimate
and also like the black
me.
and the black and white design of it. It's kind of like, I'm trying to remember correctly, is it SMT5 Zeus? Like Zeus is like Zeus's like appearance in SMT5 is like his body is half black and half white, right? If I remember correctly. I think
got
it's
just
Zeus.
the dance for you.
Yeah, so it's kind of evoking that because his skin is way more pale now compared to before.
I don't know their weakness. Guess we'll just try what we've got.
Okay, let's just
Looks
see.
like we can't brute force through this one.
Damn, look at him. And it's just all his face, right? This is just all him, isn't it? Wait, no. This is okay, Luis. This would be Zorba. So he's still, and so in a way he still carries Zorba with him. Interesting. Alrighty.
Dancer.
You know what?
This might
Fire
be
weakness.
great.
Why not?
Take my fullest power. I shall put all on the line. You've hit their weakness.
Forward! By this power. This is it!
Nice hit. That was perfect.
Oh, power of heroes! First up!
I'll show you. I pray you're ready.
Come
Let
forth,
me
royal
use
soul!
Hero's Prime.
I will crush
For all
the
that we
fantasy in
strive
your
for!
heart.
This won't do. Let justice prevail!
Nah, I'm not gonna let that happen, Luis. Never.
This is just what I need.
Going for the weak spot!
Do this, then Kishin.
We'll do this together!
I leave it to you.
We're halfway
We
there.
strive for! Not to the rear guard! Come! No.
God, look at that
With
spear.
blade in hand!
Very good. By all means, challenge me. Stake everything you have on this battle.
What do you think I've been doing, asshole?
I will face your convictions head on and crush them. This is but my first step towards my ideal world.
And I want to see your next phase. Like, what do you look like?
There is no hope for you. Face my wrath.
Damn.
Magna, come to me.
Oh, wait.
Luis is gathering an unbelievable amount of magla around him.
Oh, wait. Okay, I was wrong then. Okay, so it's... Okay, I was wrong. So it's not meant to be, like... It's not meant to be representations of him. It's just it's like all the 8 races, right? And I guess he will be the 9th, right? All of the 8 races and then the Elda. That is interesting. Okay. Alright.
We can't let him finish whatever he's doing. Try to interrupt his attack somehow.
Like, do I attack the wings or what?
Focus your attacks. We've got to stop him before he takes us out in one shot. Up close and personal space. Behold this power. Great job,
Do
Judah.
this.
Here I go! They're weak to something new! Ah! Yuffie hit their weakness!
I won't hold back! The magic seed!
Right! The magma buildup is
Into the
dissolving!
fray!
There we go.
Oh, bolts of lightning!
For
Watch
all
me!
that I believe,
This might sting!
only the strong can
Kings,
prevail.
give me strength!
Ah! This is it!
Still up? I'm stepping back. Knight! I stand waiting.
There is no hope for you. Face my wrath!
Trivial!
Nice.
This is just what I need! Great job, Juna!
Here I
Yeah,
go!
they're weak to
I shall
something
put
new.
all on the line.
Yeah! Yuffie hit their weakness!
Fight well.
The magic seed! A tough one.
Charging in! Let justice prevail!
Okay.
Hold this power!
But this is not over.
And Yuffie's gonna take him out now.
Summoner!
All right, smash him, Thor. Do it. Smash him. There has to be more to this, right? We're like, what's phase
I do
2?
not fear death. And yet, not bad.
We're still leveling up. Okay.
I shall
All right.
rise to the occasion.
Thanks,
I shall
Troll.
strive to use this power wisely. I am most certainly stronger than I was.
It can't be. It can't just be
I
like
think
this.
we've won this one.
There has to be more. Like, where's your phase 2? I know there has to be more.
So the power I have now is not enough. The Magla drawn to the royal scepter has faded more than I expected. Just as I thought. I would be a fool to underestimate you.
I mean, there's a reason why we fought all those bosses again. So to be honest, I kind of looked it up where it's like after the stream last night, where it's like, if you it's optional to do the boss rush, but if you don't do the boss rush, he's gonna get 8 turn icons, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm glad I did that without knowing that was gonna be a thing, because they said outright, it's like, oh, you do this, not only do you get good weapons, you also make Luis weaker. So yeah, I don't want to deal with an 8-turn Luis. That's not how we're gonna do it.
But I made a decision that day. Even if history remembers me as a destructor king, I will put an end to the injustices of this world.
What? What are you?
What are you gonna
I
do?
commend you. Clearly no half measures will do. If I am to take your lives, I must stake my own.
Oh my god, his pupils are so dilated. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. What the heck? It's so manic, but it's so cool. Why?
Damn, we can't get close. Tis a tremendous aura.
I have a vision, and you will interfere with it no longer.
We have a vision too, asshole. We're gonna fight you for it.
Wait!
Did he escape? Where is he? He summoned his Skyrider runner?
It's his gauntlet runner.
Luis still has the royal scepter. If we let him buy time, there's no telling what he'll do.
We need to go after him.
Bloody hell! We can't even go after him.
There's no time to go back down to land and reorganize. We'll do whatever it takes to get that scepter back before the dawn.
Damn, okay. Nearest, did you fix her up? Nearest!
Ah, everyone! That bastard Luis took to his Skyrunner!
We know!
Yes, we know. Can you go after him?
It'd be suicide, lad. Oh, suppose it's too late to back down now.
Can we fly? Nearest?
Well, I was saving some reserve power for the trip home. But if we're using it here, we're using it here.
The Gauntlet Runners are nearing its limit. Even if we do catch up to him, we may not have a way to get into the Caradrius. But we don't have a choice. We need to put a stop to Luis. The destruction he would cause. Gotta go.
Well, chums, batten down the hatches and brace for the storm. Hop to it now! Get in! I'll just fire up the...
Nearest?
Look over there! Enemies! Ugh, of all times!
Oh, they're humans! We can take them! Maybe!
How many are there? Where did they all
Holy,
come
okay,
from?
that's a lot. That's way more than I expected. Holy shit, okay.
He's trying to slow us down. Ain't like Luis to put off a fight, but I suppose he's too cornered to be picky anymore.
Hold on! The old girl's still barely holding together. She can't take off that quickly.
Shit. No, we're not leaving our party members behind to like... Or maybe this is it. We have to leave them behind and we have to face them alone. Right? To prove our sovereignty or something? Is this where we're going?
What do we do?
Stroll, no. No.
Your Highness, you get in the runner first. We'll buy you some time for takeoff.
Fuck you, you're coming with me. We can fight them
We
together.
can fight them together.
No. Even if we get the Skyrunner off the ground, it'll all be for naught if anything happens to you. No need to fuss anyway. We'll just kick them around for a bit while preparations are underway. Does that work for everyone else?
Fine. Suppose I'll keep you company.
Okay, you know what? We have to trust them, right? We have to trust them that they will survive this. You know, we train hard with them, right? They all have got archetypes.
Had you not suggested it, I would have done so myself.
Guys!
What else are we gonna do? Twiddle our thumbs inside while Norris does all the work.
Nearest, don't let us down now.
Right. I'll get it done, damn it. Hop in, Your Highness.
Y'all better survive. You can't die. I have not
Well-
commanded you guys to die.
Let's do this.
No dying allowed. My god, it's so dramatic. I love it. Oh my god.
We must endure this.
Hulkenberg!
Oh my god. Yo! Ed! Save us!
Got it. We're powered.
Pass!
Not good. They're going for the Skyrunner.
Not on my watch.
Oh.
Let's wreck him.
Hey, what are you doing?
Sure you want to die next to me, old man? Thought you ate platypus.
Oh my god.
It's true, I don't understand you, and I never will. But I know I don't hate you, boy.
Nice me!
Let's go!
Aye!
Oh my god, I'm actually oh my god.
We fly!
Oh my god! Pass! Heist me! No!
What? A noble must protect his people!
Stroll!
Take this! Finally, I've earned my title.
Stronghold!
She flies. Straight and steady.
Our kingdom is in your hands, my prince.
We gotta go back! Everyone, they're going to!
We can't go back now.
We have to!
Take cover in the back.
What the fuck? This
You
game.
made my dreams come true. You and the rest of them. If we live, we'll meet again.
What are you?
Nerys, no!
Let's fly!
No, you're crashing into it, Nerys! Nerys! Okay. All right.
You've lost everything, and yet still here you stand.
Fuck you, Luis.
I must say, your audacity is almost admirable.
Fuck you. Holy shit, why was that so good? Oh my god. Okay. Like the music and like the emotions, and then all of them actually transforming into their archetypes and then fighting, and then like actual sacrificial plays and stuff. And god, I love this game. But fuck you, Luis. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. All right. We're ending this. We're ending you, Luis.
However, you rejected me, and I will not relinquish the royal scepter. Since we cannot come to terms, we can only decide this through battle.
I'm gonna stop you.
I have but one final question. Prince, do you wish to stop me? Or do you wish to be king? What is it you truly want?
It's the same thing.
They're the same thing.
But they are not. The king shouldered the people's pain all he could, and still his paradise never came. You need only look at the kingdom now to see that. But it hardly matters now. My ascension is complete. With my own hands, I will tear apart these lie-laced dreams and bury the past. Here ends the royal bloodline and the legacy of the archetypes. We stand on the threshold of a new dawn, a new age.
That's not gonna happen.
I can't listen to any more of this.
Let's go, Gallica. We're kicking his ass.
What new age? What do you know about him? All you do is destroy. You refuse to believe in dreams. That's why you can't believe in anything that's gradual, complicated, and slow to change. All that means is that you give up on everything. You'll never beat us. You're nothing but a coward trying to escape this reality for one you made up.
God damn, Gallica. Roast him. Roast him.
The time for words has passed. So be it.
We're doing this again, huh? god, he even has like the Lucifer pose too. Look at that.
Such intense magla.
We're... Come on, man, transform! What are you doing?
The quintessential force of the archetype. Is this all?
Such strength. How? It's happening so quickly.
Behold! This is the Royal Scepter's potential. Resist no longer. As I said, I would rather not force needless death upon you. Embrace it once more. Take your true form and become worthy of my new world.
No. We're not. No.
You are unfazed by the melancholy. Yet you thirst. Drink deep of the magma.
No, come on, no.
Not again.
Oh, what do we... Oh, oh, shit.
What?
Are we...
Stop. No. No.
Did we break our heart to stop ourselves from transforming?
This can't be. Wake
Did I
up!
fuck up?
I said wake up! Hey, please,
My obstacles are clear.
The boy
open your eyes!
is no more.
This is not how it ends.
Wake
No.
up. Please, you have to wake up.
Wait. What? Is it more? Are we getting summoned? It is, okay, it is academia. Alright. Okay. What the fuck?
Where?
We ripped our fucking hearts out, Jesus Christ.
Are you awake now?
More?
I summoned you just in time. Do you remember what happened? What you've done?
Why are you on a pyramid? Why are you on like... Okay, never mind. Luis cast a spell and I ripped out my...
Luis cast a spell and...
I'm frankly amazed you would go to such lengths, even to fight back against the spell. If I hadn't saved you, you really would be dead. But rest assured, we're finally safe. As for where we are far, far away from that hellish world.
You need to send me back. We need to fight Luis.
Do you remember the first time we met?
I do?
I was sure you would find a clue in your journey that might reveal where in the world this place is. So I believed anyway. But I was wrong. From the start.
Is this gonna be the big reveal? Because I had my suspicions ever since I saw that painting in the Elden, at the Elden Sanctum. Right? Moore keeps talking about himself like he's an old man. Even though, like, Gallica keeps saying that he looks young. And Clamaris aren't exactly like long-lived species, right? They're not like the rogues. They have like a relatively standard lifespan, like comparable to human. And we learned that our character was a manifestation of the prince's will made manifest. Well, words. It was a manifestation of the prince's will, right? And we saw at the Elden Sanctum what depict like the painting, the mural that depicted what was our parents' wedding, essentially. We saw our mother, right? A dark-skinned Elden. And we saw a man with long, blonde hair and dark clothing.
This place is... It was never of that world to begin with. No. Maybe there's a better way to put it.
And the stained glass window behind the archetype statue has to be of our mother. And why would that be in a place with more? Again, we see the image of the stained glass like woman in his rank 8. Like, we didn't have the clues to like realize who that was, but now we know. Right? When we were in the sanctum.
This is a place that exists between reality and fantasy.
What, the fucking Velvet Room? I mean, okay. I mean, I know that it's, you know, it's the analog, but still, like, I mean, I feel like that would have been obvious considering the fact that, like, we can come here in our dreams. You can pull us in here, literally in our dreams more. We visit here by reading the book. I'm not sure if that's, like, a state we can enter through Magla, even with teleportation.
In other words, the world we've been living in is fantasy.
Wait.
The journey was all an illusion.
What are you talking about? You're saying that everything we've been through was fake?
An illusion?
There's nothing but despair in that world. And it will never get better. It's an endless, painful, irredeemable hell.
Okay, and if you've been paying attention to how, like, Moore speaks in his rank 8 and during our final conversation right before the final assault, it's a drastic difference. Like, he still had hope. He wanted to go out into the world. He wanted to journey with us. Right? And now all this rhetoric, right? Everything that it's saying right now sounds very familiar. Sounds in line with someone who has given up hope of the world. Someone who has shirked his duties and responsibilities and left it to people who did not have the populace's well-being in mind. I mean, I'm sure, like, most people who are watching me and, like, watch me make my conclusions already know who Moore is. Right? I know who you are, motherfucker.
I'd always believed that creating a utopia was possible. And if there was desire, then I thought maybe one day someone would achieve it.
And we can achieve it now. More.
But I came to realize I was mistaken. In the end, fantasy is just that. A fantasy. But all that primordial chaos only exists in that world. The world of reality is nothing like that.
What do you mean reality? Are you, like, flipping the script on us? Like, the world that you wrote in your fantasy novel, which is based on the world, like, from before the war and everything, you're saying that's reality? Like, like we're flipping things around now? But we know that your book is based on the actual history. Right?
Really, it's an environment you should know quite well. You've come to know so much of it already. Through text on a page.
You're definitely gaslighting me.
Now. Behold!
What the What the? Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. I know it's a tense scene, but like,
Now, behold.
God. It's so dramatic. I love it. No! No!
Isn't this?
Indeed. It's the world I wrote accounts of in my novel.
We're in Shibuya?
Until now, you've thought this world a mere fantasy. But it's not.
So the world I know is all an illusion,
No, it's not. It can't be.
and the world of the novel is reality?
Surely you already know. There is no deadly magic, no prejudice between its people. Now, all you have to do is admit that everything you've been through has been nothing but a story, just a fantasy. Then this can be your perfect reality.
No. The fact that like you can't tell me that this is reality and like magic doesn't exist and shit. Like clearly magic does. You're pulling off some bullshit right now and you're saying, "Oh, magic does not exist." Well, like it has to with the shit that you're doing. We cannot be in Shibuya Crossing right now.
Your journey of revolution was just a passing dream. Let me take you back to reality, child.
What about my friends?
What will happen to my friends?
Fuck reality. What about my friends?
You don't have to worry. As long as you can accept that this place is real, everyone will be safe.
How can you guarantee... Like, how can you guarantee that? Like, how can you guarantee that to me?
That world is past any point of redemption. Change is impossible. The royal magic was supposed to be the turning point, but it was all for nothing.
Like, listen to his language, right? He's still... like, his whole thing of like, oh, this is the actual reality. That world was all fake. It was a fantasy. But he's still using... He's still grounding the terms. He's still grounding that the royal magic is still a thing. You know, that it's meant to change. He wants us to accept that this is the real world to supplant, like, reality or something. Like,
In the end, people don't want their world to change. They just want someone to be a sponge for their infinite anxieties. That's all. You can't blame Luis for wanting to end that cycle. How could anyone accept that they lived in a world that miserable?
like, we don't choose to be born. We don't choose where we grow up and where we live, and that's why we have to face it. You know? I don't want to give up.
Even so, I don't want to give up on it.
Hell no.
Come on, snap out of this!
Galga!
What?
Her voice.
My, such disbelief on your face. But once you stop to consider it, the ideas fall apart. Come now. Magic? Some otherworldly force capable of anything with anxiety as its fuel? A fanciful idea to sustain a fantasy world. Illusion. All of it.
So how are we standing in the middle of the crossing and we're not getting hit by any cars? You're just that rich, more? Don't lie to me.
Those curiosities in academia, they were there because of the place's connection to true reality. And not even they could endure.
Was it really all illusion? Even magic is
You
not.
still don't believe me. Why is that?
I have unfinished business there.
I still have unfinished business.
But why? What unfinished business remains in an unwinnable battle? If I hadn't saved you, you would have died there.
Then send me back. We can win this.
You don't have to chase your fears and anxieties based on some misguided concept of justice. It was all illusory. And there is no shame in accepting that.
And give up like you did?
Reality is a monolith. Reality is unchangeable. So stay here in Utopia. In the place you loved reading about so much.
This isn't a utopia.
This place, it isn't a utopia.
I've been thinking about it for some time. This novel truly depicts the ideal world. It does not.
You mean you deny it? Will you deny that the world of the novel is a utopia?
Even the author, you, wrote at the end that you don't even know how that world would work. I understand now. It's hard to say it, but this world isn't an ideal world after all. And
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
we can wait. That's true. We can hear the music, right? The music is okay, because the music that we hear is canon because it's a spell that Gallica cast for us. Fuck you. Magic is real.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier, right?
The melody I've come to know echoes around me, rousing my spirit once more. But, oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe, like, it was such a throwaway line. Like, and it was like such a, oh, it's such a cool way to actually, like, canonize music, but it's actually so relevant to the story. God damn it. Let's go. Magic hasn't been lost because I still hear the music.
The journey, my friends, they were as real as anything I've known.
Why won't you understand? Please, I don't want you to die. I can't lose anything else. Truly,
Then fucking help me, Dad! Help me!
I see.
More?
I understand now. I remember. I had indeed lost everything. Despite my lofty ideals, I lost everything. Academia, the woman I loved, even my only child.
More?
Reality isn't just cruel. It's cruel beyond any hope of change. That's why I had wished for someone to strike me down and end my misery.
But I'm alive. I kind of wish that we had an option to say, like, you're the king. You hope for death.
You hoped for death?
My name is Ethlodius V. I once reigned as king.
Dad!
Or I'm half of one, to be accurate. I was born of the very magic that split the prince in twain and gave rise to you.
So the mysterious voice, like, created you too?
This place.
Bomb created you too?
No, it is not real. We are inside the book you hold. It served as your key to visiting me. This was the form of my youth, when first I entered the ancient sanctum. Perhaps it would be best to call me a discarded shadow of idealism.
Fucking knew it. That fucking hair, like, there's no way. There's no way it couldn't have been more.
I once took such joy and passion from my ideals. I truly believed that I might end the strife and discrimination that plagued our people across nigh endless years. But the tremendous incomprehension and injustice that defines our world, it was more than I could bear. It broke me. And Luis is likely going through the same thing.
Then we need to stop him.
I want to save you from that despair. I understand now that I would do this as your father. Could not bear to lose my child a second time.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, this kind of recontextualizes all of, like, Moore's interactions with us, right? Our whole bond with him. right? It's not just us bonding with someone, with our guide and becoming friends of him. It's literally us bonding for dad, right? And it's all about like researching and studying together, like doing the things that like he loved and us helping him through that. Like it would have literally have been stuff that he would have loved to have done with us. Study the archetypes, study magic, talk about like traveling the world and whatnot. Right? Like, damn, okay.
If you stay here, at least you'll be saved. Do you truly still want to leave this place and risk your life to face a reality you can't change?
Yes.
Yes.
You are on the cusp of dying at Luis's hands. Is that not proof enough that we lack the power to change reality?
It's not. Like, the fact that you're still keeping me alive means there's still a chance. If we can still breathe, if we can still, like, stand up, we still have a
I
chance.
can't let you throw your life away against that man. I must stop you. Even if you come to hate me for it. Fantasy is a curse, sweet in seeming. And if I must save you from it, I will teach you what reality is.
Are we gonna fight more? Oh, shit. Oh, shit!
I suppose how I promised to travel the world someday is destined to be only another unfulfilled dream.
Do we... Okay, here's the thing. Do we not get this dialogue if we do not rank 8 him? Because that is specifically something we get, like, from like maxing out his bond and then talking to him on the last day.
Archetypes embody the power of heroes who sought to change the world. And even having mastered such power against Luis, you could accomplish nothing.
Because I was alone. My friends are still there. My friends will still help me.
I wrote all my ideas into my novel, but my love's death showed me how empty it all was. You cannot sacrifice your one life for an empty dream.
Mom's been guiding us this whole time. I won't abandon. I won't betray my ideals.
I don't want to turn my back on my ideals.
Why can't you see that those ideals will only invite ruin? If no one else, you must live. That world is beyond your help. Beyond any utopia. You must face reality, my son.
But you didn't. All you did was run away.
I won't hold back. Come forth, royal soul.
I'm not gonna go easy on you.
I walk a royal path. Forward! By this power. The magic seeds!
Oh shit! What the?
So
what the hell? Holy shit!
In the real world.
What the hell?
Seems to have kindled
just...
only ideals of naivete.
Did we just one-shot her dad? Oh my god! I'm sorry, that's just... Oh my god. Okay. But those were the ideals that you believed in too. You threw them away.
And even my folly has come to haunt you. My mistakes poison your life. As your father, you leave me no choice. I will put an end to this madness.
I'd like to see you try.
Why? Why don't you understand?
Royal Slash!
It was in this story.
Okay, it's
in this
scripted, isn't
book
it?
Where you found your ideals. Haven't you always dreamt of utopia? Why do you resist it now? Why refuse me?
I don't... Because we don't want to reject our reality. We're gonna make the utopia that we dream of through our own hands, not something that's handed and fake and false. There's no point.
Behold, I walk a royal path.
I'm gonna smack you around, Dad.
Still here?
Why? You were my first reader. You of all people have to understand.
I'm not gonna give up.
So this is what it means to truly strive toward an ideal. What irony. After I spoke of fulfilling my dream alongside you.
Okay, I'm. The fact that we basically one-shotted him is still fucking sending me. Because it was. Because we basically heat risered and we had the crit too. Like, goddamn. It's so funny. I'm sorry. It's too good to not funny. My god.
What power. To see the archetypes brought to such heights in so little time.
Yeah, it was like, what, 4 months? Of in-game time?
If
Yeah.
you go back now, your ambitions will avail you nothing. You'll only die a dog's death. What is it that drives you so?
I'm not sure myself. That's harsh, but it's true. You gave up. I won't.
You gave up on your hopes, but I will not.
What? You think I chose to give up? Are you this determined to cling to your beliefs? Is that truly what separates us and keeps me confined here?
Like, even if you had lost me, like lost us, right? You still had the power. You were still the king. You could have chosen to continue fighting. Right? You could have you still had access to the royal magic and everything. You could have done everything and anything. You chose to give up because, you know, reality was too harsh on you. But you were the most powerful person of the entire kingdom. You had a responsibility to your people. Oh?
Such power. Can it be?
Wait, what's happening?
No matter how dire your fate, you never gave up. You surmounted every barrier, gathered and united soul after soul, and now, at last, across 3 nations, 8 tribes, and humankind, to unite heroes across such abyssal divides would require surpassing power, the king of all archetypes.
Wait, are we getting our actual true archetype now? We already have the prince, and that's supposed to be the ultimate archetype. So what's better than are we getting like a king archetype or something?
Is that the role you would seize? A true king in body and soul.
I guess we are.
Do you hear me? Your Highness!
Hulkenberg!
Oi! Wake up!
True!
How? Their voices reach you? Even here? It would seem your future is not yours alone to decide.
You know what? It's like, in a way, more and Luis are kind of the same, right? They were betrayed. They were dealt a blow. They were dealt a harsh blow from reality, right? They lost everything, but like they took it to 2 different extremes, of giving up in the world. More gave up in the world and retreated and wanted to have nothing to do with it. Luis gave up in the world and decided to destroy it and make it anew. And they were both alone. They were both lonely. They had no one else. Well, we're gonna have to head back. Those are my friends.
My friends are waiting for me.
Let's go.
The support and ardor of your allies. Yes. The very power that reveals paths beyond your own perspective. I see. That is whence you draw your power. Neglect anxiety, and magic will lead to ruin. Even before the war of destruction, the downfall was foretold. Yet still, they met their prophesied end. Perhaps archetypes are the will of humankind of old, left to us. A plea that we learn from their failures, that we might rebuild the future ripped from them.
Okay, here's the thing. Are we ever gonna know like why like our names are the guide? Because I put my name as like the guide for us, and Kazuya as like the character's name. Like, are we ever gonna figure like what that is about? Because I want to know, like why have that dissonance? You know? We don't know that it can't be done.
We don't know that it can't be done.
Fascinating. Even as you face down the gravest oppression of reality, still you persist. Still you seek the world's unknowns as precious possibility.
So like on a side note, I wasn't mentioning because of like the tension of the scene, but look at Shibuya, right? Compared to us and more, right? It's clearly a flat like scene. Like, I know in the cutscene, like, it looks like a actual lively city and like there's a three-dimensional space, but like it's like the juxtaposition of like you have the 3D models and then the flat image, right? Kind of further revealing that this is a fake reality. Sorry, hang on. There's a thing. But yeah, I like this detail, like especially because it's like, if we're real, then this has to be fake because of the flatness and perspective and the dimensions, right?
I see. Well, if you can believe there is more to the story than the end I see, then it is yours to tell. Once you return to reality, this place will surely fade as the dream it is. I myself will not be spared. Unlike you, my other half is long gone, and any reunion lost.
And then actually, like, we need to consider like the words here, right? Because if this is actually meant to be Shibuya, meant to be Japan, right? Then it would actually use the proper like characters like hiragana, katakana, kanji, or anything. But all of the things here seem to be like the letterings that we get from Uchronia itself, right? So it's like another dimension of like, oh, this is being fake because of, like, it's from the perspective of someone who doesn't like who knows the language, but then like created the world, I guess, somewhat hastily.
But if I truly am the idealized soul and hope of your father, then before I fade, I entrust you with the power of my life. Not as the author Moore, but as your father, the king.
Dad. God, everyone that was calling Moore like Daddy Moore. Y'all were hitting home. You were hitting home more than y'all thought. My God. Anyways, the city before me fades away. Dad. Are we going back to academia? I'm backing out. Oh! Wait! The scroll! I wrote my ideals as a fantasy novel because I believe that there is power in fantasy. Though all my story ultimately did was trail in the glories of the past, perhaps yours will show us the true power of fantasy.
Now then.
So, carry on as you would. Make your final preparations. My time as Moore may be coming to an end, but I can continue to serve you in that role. This could very well be my last time here. I should ensure I leave with no regrets. God, Dad. We're rank 1, baby!
What now?
Can I talk to you?
Now that you say it.
As for the Seeker's research, allow me to close the book on it. It's already well beyond the scope of anything I could have imagined.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable. Most unfortunate.
This is the last opportunity we'll have to speak like this. Words are no longer necessary. My belief in you is more powerful than any I could say.
You have my deepest
In
gratitude.
the end, you showed me hope. I thank you for that, Kazuya. Where's Plateau? I don't see the cat anywhere. Plateau has gone off on a journey to the place he should always have been. So what exactly is Plateau then? It's a scroll containing the formula for the royal magic.
Listen here.
I finally understand it all now. This is unmistakably the formula for the royal magic invoked by the king. Small wonder it was found in this room, for I myself am the former king who wrote it, at least in part. The royal magic brought many wonders to fruition, but the essence of my spell stems from one simple wish, the desire for guidance. One who would bring about the emergence of a hero, a seeker who would play an indispensable role in making this country rediscover the virtue it had lost. So, wait, okay, so it's kind of meta? So, like, he used the royal magic to bring us, the players, here to guide the prince? Is that what you're saying?
However...
Not in my wildest fantasy could I have imagined that you, whom I thought long dead, would become that hero. Or not. Through the power of guidance, a hero emerges. The secret archetype I awakened to was... Like, it was from more.
Yes.
After I committed the formula, I used the royal scepter to invoke the magic that would put things into motion upon my death. Once it began, those words coursed through my mind. Wait, okay. Here's the thing. Before we start the game properly, right? Before we start a new game, the first cutscene we saw was of, like, if we watch the intro, right? The first cutscene we see is of Luis killing the king, and then after the king dies, he's saying that the royal magic gets invoked, and then we enter into the game. So, God, this storytelling, holy shit. Okay, all right. I don't know what spurred me to do so, but I wrote them all down with frantic urgency. That's why the language of the faraway land is scrawled throughout the scroll. So it's all the names on the the names are all the names of the players, right? The ones guiding this journey. Even now, I don't know the full significance of it. However, I can only imagine they were an essential part in reaching the true seeker I sought. Yeah, so like, because what I've come to realize is that metaphor, like the writing and directing, there are multiple layers. So the first cutscene is not just like, oh shit, Luis is actually the antagonist. It's more of like, that literally happens right before we press start to enter the game, to a new game. So we were literally like called for, we had to like, even if we skip through that part, like even if we skip that cutscene, right? That scene happened, and basically kind of is the prelude to before we enter into the game. So literally the royal magic was triggered so that we as players enter the game to guide the character. Oh my god. Alright. In any case, that very hero appears before me now. The cogs that have been set in motion can no longer be stopped. Oh great hero. I entrust the future of this kingdom to you, but I guess we figure out why our name is on there. Why my name is on here. Massive statue. I wonder if this statue is based on the ultimate king of archetypes that Moore mentioned. So are we gonna summon this guy? My brain, oh my gosh. God, I love this game. Alright. I gotta go, Dad. I need to go save my friends.
Alright.
If you leave here, you'll never be able to return. Are you certain you've done all you need to? I'm ready to go. Wait, I need...
All right.
Hang on. I want to check. Can I check on the stained glass window? Like, cause that's clearly my mom. Right? Okay.
Right.
I'm ready to go. When you leave that door, a predicament awaits you. That's even a strong enough word. Luis transformed into a demon, and at his side, death itself.
However,
But you have already overcome your fated demise once. If you do emerge victorious and become king, you would truly have proved your ideals correct. That fantasy is not just an empty dream, but one of the power to change the world. Seems as though my novel has outlived its usefulness. Feel free to leave the old book here. From now on, you'll be the one writing the story. Your own true tale of fantasy. Are we actually gonna leave the book here?
the kingdom rests in your hands now.
Dad.
If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality.
Let's do it.
Now, onward, O King of a new dawn!
My god, the gravel and like the gravitas and like drama in his voice, I love it. Thanks for the words of confidence, Dad.
Everyone! He's awake!
Is he all right?
Oh my god, Troll! Hulkenberg!
Thank the stars.
Hey guys, I ripped my heart out.
Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through. Thanks to Neurus. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
Did he?
Well, don't leave out highs, mate. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
He glided.
Never again.
He glided all of them.
We're in good shape. Our wounds have already healed. It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked.
True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse.
Suitor giving us strength. What? Speaking of Luis, we need to go. Oh god. Hello again. Come for my crown.
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Spite. And other things.
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well.
Nice, me.
That
The best
said,
lines, the best
if you
voice.
cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did.
After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless.
Yufa?
If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush that hope?
Pass.
Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself you're the one who's hopeless now.
Tell it, Tim. Let's go.
The fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder Tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies?
We do.
We
will.
Never let injustice be repeated. Never again!
Oh God. Is a lot of Magla affecting him? Oh God. Oh, oh, okay.
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on, then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Final battle time, let's go!
Our final battle!
Again, the world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew.
Okay. My brain just went okay. Alright. Okay. This is... Okay, Luis is not beating the Lucifer allegations. I'm sorry. I have to make note of this. The three-face, like, angel demon thing, right? He's got 6 wings, right? He's a seraphim, like Lucifer, right? The three faces, right? Just like this is a reference to Dante's Inferno, right? When Dante reaches the end of the Inferno, I forgot which the last layer of hell, where it's meant to be an ice cold place, where Lucifer is basically a mechanical angel chained up at the deepest pits of hell, with his mouth, with his like brief face, with his mouth like moving like mechanically. The wings are all mechanical and stuff. Look at this. This is just another Lucifer reference, isn't it? Right? 6 wings, and these are hands, right? And each of them of all of the 8 tribes. He's never gonna beat the Lucifer allegations. Like, damn.
You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
Not if I kill you first.
We will win this, for the sake of our world.
Mask of ire, mask of joy, mask of...
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Moving to the front. Personal space. I'll show you. Going for the weak spot.
Great job, Juna. Now
Here I
we
go.
do something new.
Okay, summon Dragon God. Let's get your defenses down.
Yeah, Yufa hit their weakness.
Nice.
Fight is power.
Hero's Cry.
Observe the enemy.
Allies, together.
You know what? Yes, let's do this.
And thus I end it!
Let's go, Hulkenberg!
This is just what I need. Have no need for you.
I'll do fire again.
Like sting.
Because I kind of wanted to do this, but it's only one enemy.
No, if we all work together, I channel my power.
Comes forth, royal soul. Is there a time for some close call? I'm all prepared.
Let's do Mask of Fire.
Together then.
To say for night. I stand waiting.
Give in to
The cold. What is this? Chance of inflicting anxiety? Nice.
Mask dancer. Going for the weak spot.
Job, Juna.
I'm gonna keep debuffing you.
I shall put all on the line.
Yeah, Yufa hit their weakness.
Let's work together.
Oh, if I do this,
All right.
then I use
Got
Hulkenberg's.
a new weakness.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
Let's do this.
Hulkenberg got them right
Nice.
at their weak spot.
Mask dancer. This might sting. I can do this. I channel my power.
shall perish.
No.
Why not? I'll use this. We're never gonna let you have a turn.
To the rear with blade in hand.
Watch me. Going for the weak spot. Summoner. I shall put all on the line.
I will fight with pride. Let's go.
No
The
royal
magic
slash.
seeds. A tough one.
Or means you'd rise her. Okay.
I can't believe this.
Moving to the front. Knight! Behold! We stand together! Worthy foe after all.
This is just what I need.
Great job, Juna.
I
Now
pray
they're
you're
weak to
ready.
something new.
Ha!
Yeah, Yufa hit
Okay.
their weakness.
The throne's gone.
I walk a royal path. Prince! This is it!
Still up? Of Knight! He's that tall.
You struggle in vain. Give in to the truth.
No.
Your fantasy has no meaning whatsoever.
Who are you to say that? Who are you to say that we make meaning of our fantasies and we can bring them to reality? We can do all of that.
I'll show you. This might
Great
sting.
job, Juna. Now they're
I
weak
can
to
do
something
this.
new.
I shall put all on the line.
Yeah, Yufa hit their weakness.
Let's stay calm. I'm all prepared. Maybe there's a better choice. The magic seed! A tough one.
Is everyone all right? Comrades, lend me
Should
your
have.
strength.
I should have done the sable dance. It's
Still
fine.
standing, I see.
This might be a good strategy. Summoner.
I am gonna heal.
I knew you'd help.
Power. Thanks.
I'm obliged.
Let's go. Lend me your strength.
Get him.
Okay.
All right, they've got a new weakness.
Behold!
Great
stand
got them
together.
right in their weak spot.
Watch me. Going for the weak
Great
spot.
job, Juna. Now they're weak to
Souls of
something new.
kings, give me strength.
Let's go, Ed.
Yufa hit their weakness.
Behold. I walk. This is it! Still here?
By the sworn oath of knighthood,
I should be enough to, right? There we go. There has to be more, right?
My world! My perfect world!
His face!
Not yet.
Oh my god.
Refuse. I won't let it end like this.
Okay, we broke his mask, we broke his mechanical shell. His wings are now like more angelic in nature. His hair is out. But he definitely looks like he's gonna break, literally.
You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
Oh shit, oh! And the eyes are now like of the races. Ujif, Mastari, Rogue. This would be Nydia, right? And then I'm guessing this would be Clamar. No, not necessarily Clamar. This one would definitely be Parapus. Wow, I'm blanking on the names now. Parapus, and this one I want to say Ishkia, because we saw like one of this is Clamar here, and the other one here would be Brisant, right? Yeah. Or if it's not Rosant, then this might be like Rosant and this is Ishkia.
His Magla has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
Yeah, I bet.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down. The weak deserve to die. The bastard's own words, yeah?
You said it, Bass.
If he saw a threat in our power, then let us wield it.
You can't just believe in nothing. Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it.
Let's end this.
Squeaburn! Here and now, I will strike you down.
Okay, it's time to do this. Give us our final call to arms.
Let's go.
Come on, everyone. Let's go.
This is our last chance. We've come this far. We have to end this here and now. Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Wait, this is okay. It's the academia theme. Okay, I was wrong. He still has 8 wings, but still. Oh, sorry.
Fast dancer.
It's okay. We'll still use the same tactics.
Its ideals have no need for you.
I beg to differ.
Yuka hit their weakness.
There is no
Power of heroes.
in your fantasy.
Burst forth!
Fast dancer. Going for the weak spot.
The world of old and its people shall perish.
All right, Thor, give me that multi-head. Give it to me. Only 3. Okay.
Royal soul. No, we'll do this together.
If you would.
Oh, right. They've got a new weakness. Allies, together.
Ideals.
It's up to you now.
Caesar got them right in their weak spot.
I've got you. I'll show you. This might sting.
I can do this.
And its people.
Nice.
Feel true terror.
Oh my god. Wait. Intimidation prevents action? God, that is unsettling, especially with that smile. The link has been severed. Okay. That's not fun. Okay.
His aura's overpowering.
Let's go.
It's making it harder to fight. Just hold on.
They're charging in. Vida's power. The magic seed.
For all that we strive for! Are you alright?
That helped.
Thank you. That was helpful.
Going for the weak spot.
Now
I pray already. I shall put all on the line.
Yuba hit their weakness.
Let's stay calm. Come forth, Royal Soul.
Nice hit.
Ooh, crit.
Perfect.
Why? Why can you not understand my ideals?
Because the way you're going about it is shit.
Is that all?
Oh god. Okay.
Come on. This has to work.
Gallica.
I can protect us.
Thanks, Gallica. We love you.
Night! No. Let justice prevail. Oh, bolts of lightning!
Behold this power. Great job, Judah.
Summoner.
Something new. Yuba hit their weakness.
Let's set it up.
Get after it,
Oh,
Lo.
right. They've got a new weakness.
Behold! We stand together!
Let's do this.
We've got them right in their weak spot.
I call upon a royal soul. This night's sting.
The world
Summoner.
of old.
And
Okay. I need to heal people.
This'll do.
Let's go.
That helped.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're almost there. Like, what was it? A quarter health, I think?
A world born of fantasy. It must not be.
Oh, it's an almighty attack. I see. Juna, no!
Badly hurt. Get her some healing. Six Magmas all gathering together.
That attack.
Feel true terror.
No!
This is nothing.
And it's gonna take the anxiety, right?
Knocked out. We've got to wake her up. Juna's down. Someone, quick, get her back on her feet.
There!
Time for my crash.
Get back up now, please.
Going for the
Great
weak
job,
spot.
Juna.
I can do
Now
this.
this is something new.
Has it come to this?
Healing
Thanks.
power.
Thank you.
Trust needed.
Okay, heal up first.
Flare!
You hit their weakness.
That's
your opening,
blade in
Captain.
hand!
Okay, we need a guard. Let's go.
Feel true terror. Feel true terror.
So scream again, dude.
Hold this power!
Just hold on!
This might
Do this again.
Now they're weak to something new!
I channel my power!
Yeah! Yuba hit their weakness!
Hang on, where is that one that I was looking for? It's either... Let's do the sweeter than poison.
Take it.
Oh wait, no, that's only one person. Crap.
By the sworn
I messed up.
Strike me if you dare.
Hulkenberg's guard is down!
Has it come to this?
Let's get
I
some
knew
use
you'd
out of this.
Let's do this one.
I'm obliged.
That was helpful. Every take my fullest power.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Trust me.
The Mustari, a foolish people, powerless by their own self-perception. Be gone from this world.
Are you gonna exclusively target her now?
What's happening?
I guess not.
Feel true terror.
You know when I said I didn't want Luis to get 8 turns? This is what I mean. That's what I was talking about.
I can't believe this!
Come forth, royal soul. Lend me your strength.
I'll lend a hand myself.
They've got a
With
new
this
weak
one.
side. Together! Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot. I call upon a royal soul. Great job, Juna. Now we're doing something new.
I shall put all on the line.
Yeah! Yuba hit their weakness.
It's okay. We can do
Some of y'all
this.
might be wondering why am I not just using like Armageddon? Because honestly, I wanted to not cheese this. I want to do this honorably in a way.
How's this?
Oh shit! There we go.
My world!
It's never gonna come into fruition, Luis. Never.
But why? Why is it still beyond me?
The skies.
Dawn breaks.
You did it. We're in the lead. Let's go.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won?
It should, right? We
I'm
did
not
it.
dreaming this?
He did it.
Not yet.
Luis?
I have my ideals.
Witness!
Oh Come on, man. Oh.
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Let's do it.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You've wielded the power of kings. It's time to stop following their footsteps. Now it's your turn to take your place with them.
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
And your reality would never come to pass.
What? What's going on?
Oh? We are the king. We did it. Wait, what the? Oh shit! We're connecting with the Royal Igniter?
Now, die!
No. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream with the power to change the world!
Let's go! Let's go!
Damn you!
The king archetype! Oh my god. God, I love this game. Oh, and the Royal Scepter. I mean, I guess we don't need it anymore because we want people to face their anxieties and fears rather than get it all scooped up. Do we ever get to play the true king archetype? Because holy shit, I want that. I want to play that. Is it like a is it like a Izanagi no Okami thing? Is it a New Game Plus exclusive? I need to play that. I need to see. Oh my god. I finally bested my adversary, Luis, who had become a threat to all mankind. Thankfully, the nightmare of an entire populace transformed into humans has been averted. His nation has some hope for a future.
That must be
Dad.
the Lord that governs Utopia in all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king.
We did it! We made the ultimate archetype!
I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. The harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
Dad! Dad!
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
Mom!
This voice. Is that... could it be? But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies.
So she was actually alive?
I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did
It
was
is
awaken
Mom.
them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much.
Thanks, Mom.
Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand.
That is true because we did do the trials.
For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand.
But he still guided us, right? You were still there for us, like, you know, as more, but still.
I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn, and you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
But you didn't even know if I was still alive.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within. Provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown, reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now.
Yeah.
The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side,
Aww.
I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
But where exactly did Plateau go? Like, he just sauntered off. Novel. This game.
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who have overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal.
It's me!
Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Let's go! God, that's kind of unsettling.
Look! It's him! Yeah!
Let's go!
Yay! Look! Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
Right?
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
Luis is dead, my guy.
He can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
No, I won by pop. I won. I won.
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crowned theocracy's warrior monks.
Thanks, Godot.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
So is the palace gonna come down soon, or what?
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Let's go. It's been a month. Right? No, wait, no, not a month. It's been like a week. It was the 25th of October, then it's this November.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
Yeah, I am expecting some tomatoes and stones, not gonna lie. I hope I can do this.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
My heart's pounding.
All the same, my heart's pounding out of my chest.
Is it? Nothing you're not used to then. It's just like with the archetypes. Just keep your head high.
Yeah, but I can't exactly rip my heart out in front of them, you know? That's cause for concern.
It'll be fine. We'll keep the crowd warmed up for you.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. But I suppose you have outgrown that title.
Indeed, Hulkenberg.
Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Your Majesty. I hope I can live up to that title.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Well, to be fair, we kind of needed their influence to quell rioting and whatnot, so...
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
We will figure that out as we go along, Yufa. Their concern is justified. It's not as though I sway the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
Can change the world.
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
I mean, if we give it to them straight, right, then maybe it'll like it better than a fluff up piece.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd
Happy
who have never
50th
supported
anniversary,
you.
Neki, hello!
How are you going
We've come to the
respond
end
to
of the
them?
game. Woo, yeah. Hang on, let me give you a little shout out. Did we take over the road? Yeah, we are king now. We have been crowned king. But as the king of the world, we're king of.
The answer is I can agree. Does this have to do with anything?
Not like the
Probably not.
world, but like at least 3
You know
kingdoms.
what's great for you guys? Because I just need...
I'll let my work prove my words.
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Thanks, Heisme.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
All right, let's go.
Good luck.
And Marie's here. Thanks for always having my back.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
Let's do it. Cutscene? Animated cutscene? It is!
All right, a warm welcome, please! His Majesty the new king! Your Majesty, you're so young!
My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Let's go.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
Galaga! And she'll be invisible to everyone.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
Look at that.
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
You're gonna sing, are you? Oh. Oh.
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Let's go! Damn, the fit. So good. The cape. God.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day.
Scheming man, hello.
This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins.
Whose?
I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet.
I will.
1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Let's go! It reminds me of that one Galaxy Train anime girl, like Juna? Or who? A whole wait. December 35th? Oh right, yeah, December has like 35 days. The blonde girl with the hairband. Okay, yeah, Juna.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
Let's go!
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, their headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
Hey!
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
But all good surprises, right? You mean December is 35 days. So in this world, right? So in this world, it's post-apocalyptic. There's still 365 days, but each month is 30 days, and there are only 5 days a week. So like certain months has like additional days. So 3 months. Wait. Yeah. So every day has 30 months except for December, which has 5 additional days to make up 365. Yeah. At least with how this calendar works. Hard to believe it's already been a full year. Only natural that there will still be unrest among the people.
Even the royal knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything.
Heisme's the leader?
And now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Heisme Noctul, no less.
I mean, he's proved himself.
You believe that? The royal knights, led by a Uchief of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
And it's only been a year.
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to his young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation.
That's actually really neat. Dang.
It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
People are smiling more now, but smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face. Yeah, like humans are still a thing, right? Because it's not like Luis created every single human on the planet, right? You're made, you're formed from Magla, from anxiety. You're the offshoot of like the other evolution from Magla.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Nah, it ain't me.
Bah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Maybe I just want some bread and to like listen in on what people are actually saying. Well, that love it, His Majesty just sounded about casually. But as for a question, Plum, you're back.
Suppose you're right.
And it's Idol's Day too. Did we go to the back? Hulkenberg!
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
You're fit, my god.
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it?
It looks amazing.
Honestly,
what the heck?
with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load.
Oh god.
And there we go. Not half bad, right?
Okay.
Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
Yeah, I left.
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
But Heisme noticed, didn't he?
Decoration doesn't suit me. How would Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here?
Look at that.
Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you!
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
Damn. Well, exhausted. Oh, we're just chilling. We're just having a meal.
Well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up sanctists, but those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know?
Yeah, go on.
Still, it was other sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad.
Oh, so where's Baz? Did he like start up a restaurant or like what happened with
Guess
him?
me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who have never wielded it. We must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflict.
Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It's good talking to you.
It was good talking to you too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
Nah, man, I'm like swamped with work that I'm not doing right now. Well, I'm glad to see more optimism in the world. Still, it'll take more than that to affect true change. And I like how Fabian's like kind of like.
I should have known you'd
There we
be
go.
wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways.
Like, how did they not know? It's not like I'm really disguising myself. I'm just not wearing my crown and cape. That's literally the only difference.
Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
She's not here? I'll wait until she comes back.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, best keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
And then speak of the devil, right?
Oh, there you are. I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud.
Crap. He's pulling a Clark Kent on the entire kingdom.
So you were here.
He's not even wearing glasses. Like, come on, man. Wear glasses. Look like me.
Speak of the devil.
I love the fact that they actually did model this. Are we gonna get this as an alternative costume when we play New Game Plus? I need this. I need this in my life right now.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I suppose I have no choice. I'll go back soon.
I have a few stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically
Man,
sprinted
that's like
out the
$5
gates
jail.
to find
No! That kid, don't crush my dreams like that.
Just settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Hulkenberg, no.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely.
Yeah, you've trained me better than that.
Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Of course.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
All right, let's go. Wait, are we gonna actually be able to move?
All right.
Let's go. Oh shit. Okay, Maria, where are you?
Let's go.
This reminds me of the first time Maria went missing. It seems so long ago now. She might be praying in the Grand Cathedral just like back then. If praying for the Grand Cathedral, why not talk to everyone else first? They're all in the royal capital prepare for the new year, so let's find them. Oh my fucking god. All right. Oh shit. It's not over. We can still control him.
What now?
Oh, it's only me and Galaga in the party. Okay. God. All right. more. Can we go? Our sign! Can we go back in? Hang on. Hang on, Fabienne. To think that the king of our country would sneak over to my tavern without so much as a single bodyguard with him. You never changed, do you? But the city hasn't changed either. Sunshade Road isn't as safe as one might hope it would be under your rule. Still, why don't you pay Maria a visit before you head back to the palace? It'll definitely make it her day. Hey, knowledgeable man. Oh, if it isn't His Majesty, in the flesh. Visiting the honeybee again. You're quite the whimsical one, aren't you? I know you still need someone to covertly sniff around in order to supply you with information, but I must say, it was a pleasure doing business with you. I can understand why Alonso likes you so much. Nice. Oh. It's the room that Hulkenberg and the others used before. I never did get permission to enter this room. Oh my god.
Come on.
Wait. You know, how many times does this make that we sneaked out of the palace? I've lost count. Let's make sure we see Maria before we head back, right? You know, this is something I've been thinking about for a while, but doesn't it feel like we kind of flipped?
What?
I think.
Well, usually it's us fairies who go off on our own all the time, and people are always shaking their fists at us about it, not you humans. But here I am struggling to keep the king of the whole dang country in one place for a few seconds. You catch my drift?
Well...
Not that I'm complaining. I like that about you, to be honest. I appreciate you too, Gallica.
About that.
Been there for me so many times, Gallica. I've lost count. Hey, why are you using the past tense? We've got our whole lives ahead of us, right? I remember how you would hit the streets to hear everyone's struggles during the tournament. I bet that's why you have the support you do in Montario and Oceania.
Guess.
I don't mind getting dragged around all over the place, but if you're gonna sneak out, I ask that you don't leave me behind, okay? I'll drop everything and tag along, no matter what. Promise me.
All right.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get going, Your Majesty.
Hey?
Like, oh, who's this kid that's like that's skating around here? Hello, Kurt, man. Oi, oi. Here's a mug I haven't forgotten. You're the king now, ain't you? First time I saw you was the night before the royal funeral. If I recall, no offense, but you didn't exactly look like a prince. To think you'd go on to take down the notorious Louis and seize the crown for yourself, I couldn't make up such a story if I tried. But speaking of wild stories, can't you do something about Sunshade Row? What's bothering you? Well, you know the rebel Sunshade Row has. Poor, dirty, but people still struggle to put food on the table here. Have been for a long time. You're a good bloke, and I think you'll make a fine king, but I don't think you can just spruce the place up a little and that'll solve the problem. He doesn't mince word, but I'm glad he's being honest at least. Talk to me, Hulkenberg.
Come now.
When you finish your business outside the palace, please promise you'll return to resume your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you not to venture out, that's not it at all. Only that as captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times. Relax, Hulkenberg. You need to be so serious, Hulkenberg. Lighten up, maybe. You mean to say I'm too fussy? Well, it's only proper for the captain of the Royal Guard. To be over familiar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank and file guard.
Of course.
That said, not a day goes by that I don't reflect on our travels, now only a year past. I owe regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. I was but a wanderer searching in vain for the prince. And it was through you I learned he yet lived. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported.
And so?
I never tire of the faces the younger guards make when I tell them of the time you acted as a witness to my duel. Brings back memories. Sure brings back memories. Not only my duel with Rodant, but of the journey we undertook. You were the reason I could endure the fight to the end. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like what they were under Rodan's command. Soldiers take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people. And as the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you, our king.
Well,
you do not make it easy by sneaking out the palace as you do. Though I suspect that soldiers are getting used to your chaotic tendencies. Let's go. They know they protect not just the king, but a ruler who stands beside his people and hears their voices in clarion truth.
This I vow.
I will protect you with my life, as I've always endeavored to do, Your Majesty. But let me stay by your side to do so.
What do you want to do?
Thanks, Hulkenberg. I'm gonna go visit other people now. Okay? Nah. It's just another guy that's doing this. Hey, Mystery guy. The mysterious place in this world will surely find new footing with Lady Yufa making great efforts as one of the King's 6 partisans. I wish I could say we were free to worship as we please, but that's a dream still among the clouds for the moment.
Peace.
Listen in.
It's just too much.
It's the bug guy! You lived in a giant sandworm to research bugs. Quite right. And gold beetles from all over the kingdom as well. Insects are vital to understanding the essence of magic. And here I thought their only use was discussing Martyrian cuisine. What a find. Say, what would you say to lending your wisdom to my shop? We can do business in the open now, thanks to the king. Ho ho ho. I'm gratified by the offer. Another supports my research. Oh. I'm shocked he didn't. Well, in a way, he kind of did. Is that Bass? Is everyone wearing white now? Hey, Relief Man. The corpses and the people crouching next to them along Sunshade Road seem to have cleared out lately. A frightful thing, really. They seem terrified of something themselves. Made me anxious just to look at them. I do hope they're feeling like themselves again. It'll be nice to think they found their happiness somewhere out there. Wait! It's the two of them! It's Heisme and... Okay, hang on, before that. Hey, Alonzo.
Pleasure to see you.
Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you've become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists and critic alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no? I had to notice. Oh, hasn't? I had to notice. Oh, kingly an answer. Never missing an opportunity to display how capable you are. Commendable. Besides, most of those agitators are the kind of scum that stirs the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course. All in a day's work for the royal adjutant to the Citizens' Council. But an ally I've made, I should hope. Hey. I wonder if my mother would be the slightest bit proud to see who I've become. That I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have. I'm proud to see you. I'm proud to be working alongside you. That's right. Supporting is the best thing I can do. You're the one who's been able to create such lasting change in our country.
Now that you mention it.
Ah, that reminds me. Do you remember Dataram, my hometown landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He's since confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial. You're the one who awakened his conscience. It makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideals to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it.
Thank you.
I'm hardly qualified to speak with pride, but if this country has one, it's you. And I am proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day that will come that even we Nidia can walk about freely in our true forms. I still kind of want to see your true form, Alonzo. Oh, wait! Oh my god, wait! Yo, we said the thing! Ah, you're curious what I look like in my true form. I'll be happy to oblige, but let's save that for another time, shall we? Alonzo.
This place has really changed.
Hello, Garthman. Your Majesty, what are you doing in this wretched stinko of, It may be better than it was before, but this is still Sunshade Row. There's no place for a king, Your Majesty. Here folks are hanging for nothing these days, but there's still no shortage of knaves who will die at the end of a rope here. As long as there's injustice, there will be people who think it gives them a free pass, which means there will be gallows. Last year changed a lot, big and small. I'll hold my post here, hoping that next year's even better rather than worse.
This place has really
changed.
Thanks.
All right then.
Hey, you two. Yo, Bass, you're fit. Look at that. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss the designs in your old jacket, but I guess we're all wearing white now, huh? Hey, Bass.
Yo.
Hey. I meant to say it with like Hulkenberg, but man, they even changed the portraits too. Look at that. Hey, out inspecting again. Sounds a right pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the effort, making your rounds, Basilio.
Hey.
Yeah, Captain of the Trading Brigade reporting in, and I'm pleased to report there's nothing to report, Your Majesty, so I'm taking a break. Bit of a mouthful in it, still not used to be calling myself a captain besides. And I love the fact that he's hanging out with Heismay, especially like at the end where it's like, I know I don't hate you, boy. And we've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know. But don't you worry, I've got two eyes on him even when I ain't looking. Way to see it, way I see it, they weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show him how power is supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer are turning to a life of crime to make ends meet. Del could see Grand Trap today. His eyes would bug out. Not just Del, a lot of the guys that didn't make it. Yeah, wish they could have seen. I only wish they could have seen it for themselves. Yeah, same. As long as we keep them in our memory, it's as close to saving them as we can get. Then concluded. We built this peace with a lot of blood and tears. So I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them. All of them what didn't to protect it. Yeah, I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like bad people just stop being bad because you're king now.
Thank you.
You've been through a lot though. Thanks for not giving up on us, or the world for that matter. Spotting any trouble that I didn't spot first? You just point me at it. I'll solve it quick like. Nice, mate.
Oh.
Well. I see our king is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulken. his little eye stuff, his little eye emotes. I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you, but I suppose it's none of my business who comes and goes. I'm on break myself. Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, hmm? They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. Bah, who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A Ujiv outcast, once a criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander. There has occurred some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they've become, albeit gradually. An outcast became king too. He didn't look further than the outcast who became their king.
True.
Indeed, you face no shortage of persecution. Look at you now. Grand titles and posts across the nation are no different spread across all the tribes. I've realized over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not a country make.
However,
and he stands for those very people, as symbol of representation. That the king and those around him are of mixed tribes has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages. You mean your hometown? You speak of your hometown?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. They had shut themselves away, and now they actively engage with other villages. Their coronation inspired that village to take to greater heights. It proved that barriers can be broken, and that even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself soon enough. Someday, I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict born of tribal differences from history.
We shall.
We've a ways to go before the day comes, but until it does, let us first path onward toward it, Your Majesty. Let's go, Heismay.
This place has really changed.
Let's listen in here. The kid!
I'm just incredulous.
Neither Luis nor Fordin took the crowd. That was an elder of all people. Guess our bets were completely off the mark. Yeah, well, something stinks about it. Magic was at work, so who knows? And did you hear the rumor? They're saying those disgusting humans are our ancestors. Nothing but crazy stories since the new king took the throne. The king held it together this year, but who knows if he'll last another. Well, there's always gonna be the detractors. Hey, kid. Well, Alda, you really became king. King, hey, king, oh, king. Aw, thanks, kid. You guys.
All nice.
Hello. You might be king, but nothing will change. You'll forget about me. You'll forget I was even here. I won't forget. You actually spoke to me for once. I still don't believe you, though. I've been watching you for a while, for a long time here in the corner of the city. I hate people who look, see a purpose like me with no place to go, and pretend they see nothing.
Nice.
Forget that. Hey, you. Seems rumors of the king running about in Sunshade Row were true. I have no intention of crying now. Thanks to you besting Louise, I get to keep running my shop. Wasn't sure I could with the sky turning red there. Not sure we could take another war. What worries you? Nothing in particular. Didn't say that because I think it'll happen, just that nothing ever quite goes the way you think it will, eh? As long as people worry, people want weapons, so I guess I'll be in business a good while longer.
Nice.
Hey, Julian.
Well.
Oh, your majesty. Running around Sunshade Row at this time of year? You must have some very particular tastes. Perhaps you've heard, there's unrest across the land as the oppressor rising up in revolt against your oppressors.
Yes.
Or perhaps that news hasn't reached your walled-up garden here in Grand Trad. History books may not be kind to this era. You mean me, right? Goodness. You really are dense. Don't you realize how your dangerous ideology has become the spark of new threats? The dimwitted of the world only fan the flames with their anxiety. Be it people or monsters, to be dissatisfied is our nature. Fair enough.
Thank you kindly.
Welcome.
My, if it isn't His Majesty. You always were partial to Sunshade Row, weren't you? I know we've hardly had a chance to warm that throne of yours, but the people here are as poor as they've ever been. Money's the only way anyone gets out. It was big news that the Mage Academy reopened to anyone, but think about it. Only the rich can travel up a mountain. Sorry, I shouldn't talk your ear off about politics. There's a new year to ring in. Looking forward to a more relaxing new year without all the frantic work. Have a fun new year yourself, Your Majesty. Thanks, ma'am. You!
Oh,
Hey, Your Majesty, listen to this. We just had a guest in store claiming to be the chief of Etria. He said he wanted ingredients for the withering potion to use on the island, and, how should I put this? Oh my god! The Mastari village chief, he's rather, easy on the eyes, wouldn't you say? Oh my god, Adeni, my man! Wait, sorry, forget about that. I swear I had a point. I want to tell you that all sorts of people come visit now. And I enjoy doing business more now than I ever did before. This woman!
Your patronage
Oh, it's
is
you!
very appreciated.
Thanks to your contribution, our work fighting against discrimination is slowly gaining attention. Getting new King of Zelda, with people from every tribe in key positions, is probably a major factor. Still, we can't expect to end something so deeply rooted with the snap of our fingers. I'm gonna keep doing my best to support those who've suffered. Thanks.
It's just too much.
Everything's back to normal, except the one thing that mattered. Louis ensured my husband would never come home again. But I'm grateful for you. Stay by my side and gave me courage during my darkest hour.
that'd be lovely.
Oh, don't say that. You've always cheered me up with your gossip and the funny stories you told. If you're not opposed, I'd like to live on with you. I think together we can deal with whatever comes our way. Oh! Oh my gosh!
Say there.
Stupendous.
All right then.
Okay, Maria's there, but let's go talk to everyone else.
Hey, mister.
Even though Louise died, my dad still isn't happy. It's because my mom died and she can't come back. But you know, Mr. King, I've been cooking instead of my mom, and I'm trying really hard. I'm happy to be my dad, so next year, I'm gonna work harder than ever. My mom is watching me from the sky, isn't she? Just like your dad, Mr. King. That he is. Oh, Zant, hello! You're part of my entourage now. But you're the bastard who... Well, it's been a while anyway. following a bastard, was it? I apologize for my impertinence, Your Grace. I was once known as Sergeant Zan. I suppose that title carries little weight nowadays. After losing to you, my own men turned on me and threw me into the Oceanic Sea. Awful as all that was, looking back, those events saved my life. I've heard that all those who went with Louis to the royal palace in the sky never returned.
I'm left with no choice.
A world where power is everything. I suppose that would be hell after all. Never thought you would ever inspire me to realize anything. Here we are. Now I'm spending my days doing charity work as a member of the brigade under Chief Magnus. Aww! But I'll never give up on making my way up in the world on my own merits. Matter of fact, I was invited to participate in the Coliseum's games in Brawlhaven. While working with the brigade, I helped the nobleman who put in a recommendation for me. I'm glad. It's a brave new world, isn't it? Give me a year and I'll make sure people know the name Zen. As a fighter that electrifies the audience. Good on you, Zan. Oh no, you good? Sir. Everything's really all right now. Am I alive? After all that's happened? Yes, you are. It's been a year. We came out of it okay. Oh, PTSD.
Real nice, that.
We've both been through a lot of terrible things, but we will overcome them, one by one.
Become a proper kingdom now, this is.
You chief. You! Russell! Russell, you're here! Oh, Galaga. And Your Highness as well. But that's no longer your title, is it? Excuse my impertinence, Your Majesty. Still, knowing that the New Year's celebrations were just around the corner, I couldn't resist returning to the capital to see how the kingdom was faring. Has it been kind to you? Why does he look like he's aged 50 years? No, this is a different Eugene. This is a different bad person. Has it been kind to you? Indeed. I need only look upon your smiling faces to see that the city feels alive again. And it seems as though the citizens are free to choose your own paths. I must say, I never imagined that I'd return here without all the cloak and shadow. I owe a great deal to the work of Lady Juna. Good thing I'll be able to see Grand Trad with His Highness sitting openly upon the throne. Oh, sis, are you seeing this as well?
Yep.
Got a long way to go, but I know Grius will be watching. I should tell you, a sizable number of the villagers in the Sanctum have gained an interest in the outside world. I've been acting as sort of their bridge. Wait, really? So we'll be able to see Elda's outside of the Sanctum. It seems his doddering old fool has found a new role. Find the middle ground for both those who wish to preserve tradition and those who seek innovation.
Yep.
I couldn't think of a better man for the job, Russell. I'm sure he'd be a great help to the village. I fought so long to save this country. But seeing all these smiling faces now, I think perhaps I'm the one being saved. This is a country that protects its people, and the people shape the country in turn. Surely that's the world His late Majesty wished to see. Not to simply chase the ideal of a utopia, but to shape it with our own hands. A long way to go, but I trust you'll continue to make this country stronger, Your Majesty. Thanks, Russell.
Isn't it?
Yeah?
Excuse me, aren't you an Elda? Please don't take that the wrong way, I'm just curious. Those two are Elda too, aren't they? I wonder if you perhaps knew them or something. What about them? What do you mean, what about them? Isn't it kind of amazing to see Elda in town? That elderly... Wait! Gruide's here? That elderly lady in the middle is floating, for heaven's sake. Is it some sort of igniter? Couldn't be. Couldn't be? Then how? Oh, and the other women's clothes are so beautiful. Goes without saying, but you can't find clothes like that in Grand Trad, can you?
What should I do?
There's something just so incredibly charming about them. You think I should try talking to them? It's them!
Wonderful, isn't it?
Gruide.
Huh?
Lady Gruide! Ah, it's been quite some time, hasn't it, Kazuya? You've matured a great deal in the short years since I last saw you. Rumors of your rule have even reached the Sanctum. Some are kinder than others. Taking the reins of a runaway country must have its share of difficulties. Your face tells me as much. A frail child who could do little more than lie in the brick of death has come so far. Goodness, years come so easily of old age. I'm grateful for you. I did nothing. You're the one who achieved everything.
But...
I'm surprised to see you in Grand Trad, Lady Gruide. It's a curious thing. I received a rather forceful invitation here, you see, from one of your friends, the girl named Juna. Goodness knows how many times she's already come to visit the sanctum seeking instruction on magic. Some of the villagers are rather smitten with her. She declared that if I wouldn't feel welcome coming to Grand Trad, she would have a highway built directly between the capital and the sanctum. Goddamn. Oh, Juna. And she probably would. So there you have it. Now then, Kazuya, or rather, King Kazuya. The 1,000-year seclusion of the Elder Tribe may soon come to an end under your guidance. And yet, the journey ahead of you will be hard. Dreams you hope to achieve will feel just out of reach. So, you stop by and share your face around our forest sometime. Her mother cannot do so herself, but I can whip up some of her favorite dishes in her spirit. Oh, thanks, ma'am.
I love it.
Aha!
Grand, innit?
Is that Stroll?
Say there.
Good sir, hello. How are you, my man? I love how you're wielding your sword on your hip now.
Hey.
How do you even get that out? Ah, skulking about the city again, are we? Which is to say Hulkenberg is on the hunt. A classic game of cat and mouse, though, which I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended the throne, but it feels like you've hardly changed. I could say the same of you. You haven't changed much either, Stroll. That's Lord or General Stroll, Your Majesty. I'll never get used to such titles. Wait, you're the General? I really should take a page from Juna's book. She has a gift for delegating like she was born to do so. Not that I can talk. I actually came up for a bit of a breeder myself.
Even so.
You know, I see now that even those at the top have their struggles a little too clearly. The General's duties feel overwhelming at times. But our lives hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives.
Hey.
Remember our first meeting back at the recruitment center? I, a fallen noble with nothing to my name, and you, a struggling eldest traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd have never realized the truth behind my fortune, my father's intentions. And I certainly couldn't have saved the Hallians.
Thank you.
I owe seeing the joy in their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you. Give yourself some credit. You need to give yourself some credit, Stroll.
No.
I would still owe any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. You live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you.
Hey.
You have a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. Show me the way, and I'll blaze a trail. Now and always. It's my role. It's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard.
That's why.
Oh my gosh. Our titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me, now and always.
Say there.
Your friend. My friend. Okay, hang on. I need to use the bathroom really quickly. I'll be right back. So I'm just gonna depossess my body, so give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Wait, Katharina's there, and she hasn't changed her fit. Okay. How are you, Katharina? Have you been helping me, like, go to different countries?
Hi there.
Because that was what she promised us to do. Like, she said that I'll go to other nations, like, at other parts of the world and tell you what's working and what's not. Oh, well, if it isn't the big man, ain't the big man himself. Good timing, mate. I just got back into town myself. Long time no see. Long time no see, Katharina.
Oh, right.
Ain't it been? I've been out traveling since I took the reins on a Seeker's recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. Oh my god, we named it a Seeker Recon? I love that. And crazy doesn't begin to describe what's beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic. I'm already itching to get back out there. Well, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there. What country isn't a little tense? Everything from customs to the way they think is so different. My head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull if I can speak my mind. But this country's changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you. Appreciate it.
Hold on.
Well, I appreciate that. Oh, come on, I'm just roasting you. After we knocked heads, I knew I could trust you in making the lives of us purpose better than they was. All my cohort have found jobs, and some of them have even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long.
See you soon, I hope.
But don't you worry your kingly head. I'll have it all whipped up in a report for you. Something proper kingish with it, yeah? It's Katharina. So, are we ever gonna talk about, like, you saying, as a reward, you just want me to watch over you? Hmm? No? Okay.
Very good indeed.
Wait, I'll talk to you later.
May God keep you, child.
Silva! Well, if it isn't His Majesty, the captain of the Royal Guard is looking for you. As a former guard captain of Rogers, perhaps I should report your whereabouts. I can't deny that. Just giving you a hard time. It can be hard to shake old habits despite the fact that I'm Captain Salva of the State Army now. I parted ways with Louis shortly before his runner made for the Skyborn Royal Palace. When I saw the horde that Zorba had come, I knew the world he wanted was no world of mine. I thought I'd found my place within Louis's private forces after being disgusted by the shameless corruption of the Royal Army. His true intentions were worse than I could imagine. It was the general who pulled me back in. He said my experience leading a force of mixed tribes would be valuable. Wait, Stroll? I'd only taken a job in hopes of atoning. It was a strange twist to serve with pride in the State Army I once so detested. Still, I wonder why he bothered with us.
May God keep you, child.
So it is Stroll. Wait. Barden, you're here! My guy.
That's something.
What an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No guards of you today? Don't worry, I'm no tattletale. I myself just left the meeting to go over how the provincial governments are doing. We convene for the new year. Everything's Martura.
So...
That was as lively as it used to be. And we owe it all to you, Your Majesty. The dodgy mess you cleaned up for us feels like ancient history now. And I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns has employment up and, well, overall welfare too. Each town has specialities and wisdoms to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. Okay, so the plan that you mentioned to me on the last day, we're actually putting it to fruition. Love that. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my feelings so others don't repeat my mistakes. It brings me back. That really brings me back.
Got to say,
I know I was trying to do too much on my own back then, and I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I once was. I was once. I would rather manage things that are their sole discretion than leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, with all the proceedings and disputes.
Then again,
still, changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth trouble. And choosing a king of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for change.
Lovely, that.
Love that. Oh! Hello, Roger.
Hello.
Your Majesty. It's an honor to meet you at this most auspicious time of year. I know I was quite devoted to Luis at one point. His power is both overwhelming and luring. Don't worry about it. As generous as you are kind, it's hardly an atonement, but I'll at least try to be straight with you from now on. Not to bring down the mood, but I wanted to mention, I sense something familiar among your supporters. I recognize it because I was the same way. In your eyes, you're a hero who conquered a monstrous Luis. They entrusted you with authority because of your power and your desire to be at peace.
Indeed.
Let me assume that people have expectations not of your ideology, but solely of your power. King or not, failing to see the difference may invite consequences. Please, take it from someone who erred in his ways. The people of this country have not recovered from the unrest. And when they do... Understood. Thanks for telling me your concerns. Okay.
All right.
I bet I'll be able to see Loveless and... Oh! Godard's there! Hey man. Oh, Your Majesty. It's been quite some time since we've met, but I've never forgotten you. You were a young elder about town, from the recruitment center to the mausoleum. I watched from the shadows. There are still times where people hurl abuse on me for being Mastari. However, thanks to Your Majesty, I can run my business with pride. This goes to show that it's gonna take time to eliminate prejudice like that. Gotta keep at it.
Lovely that.
Let's go in here. Let's take a look. Can we talk to you about bounties?
Oh.
I don't have any bounties for you, Your Majesty. We've been at peace for a while thanks to you, and we're dealing with things one step at a time. Oh, thanks, man.
Lovely that.
Oh, speaking... So I was thinking of, like, the other candidates, and here we go. Hello, Milo. Ah, Your Majesty. It's already been a year since you ascended to the throne, and 1 year since I lost my bid for it. Thinking back, I've no regrets. I not have been able to defeat Luis in the end as you did. That's candid of you.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected, really, but I believe in your power, Your Majesty. Though I'll not acquiesce on all fronts, you know. You need to look further than your 6 partisans, your merry little band. I can appreciate your faith in your inner circle, but to award them all your key posts, why? One might suspect you of collusion. A country requires views from all walks of life, or put another way, why not appoint me your prime minister? With my guidance, Ukraine will become a land of true beauty, and goodbye. Just when you think he's about to make a decent point, he plays his own angle. Don't let your guard down around that guy. Goodbye, my sir, my guy. Hello, Godard.
Right.
Well, if it isn't Your Majesty, it's been a year since you've ascended the throne, and a quick one at that. Feels like the strife with Luis was but a bad dream. Had he asked me then, I would have been wringing my hands about one so young leading the kingdom. But now, I'm embarrassed to have thought it. He had a keen eye to recognize the danger Luis posed, and are braver still to have fought him. He had a kingly caliber I never truly possessed. Still, a single year is but a drop in the proverbial bucket. Stay vigilant, King. Thanks, Godard. I appreciate you.
Ain't this a pickle? All right then.
Oh, we can go on our gauntlet runner? Wait, we can't.
Right.
Wait, hang on. Let's go on our gauntlet runner.
Let's go.
Hang on. Can we still use? Yes, we can.
Right.
Dang, it's not increasing our stats. Maybe not now. Can I can still grab ingredients. The warehouse was neat and tidy. I didn't find anything. Really? Nothing's here? Man, look at all this.
All right.
That's so cool. I've been decrypting the second half of the old man's note in my spare time. Recently, the villagers asked me to bake some sweets with the few ingredients we have. Cooking and inventing share a number of similarities. I quite enjoyed it. As the villagers goaded me on more and more, I inadvertently compiled an amount of recipes I dare say would put a palace chef to shame. Rather than inventing dangerous tools of war, perhaps peacefully devising new and delicious confection recipes is the highest form of invention. Aww. I love that for you, Nearest. It's possible this igniter was prepared for me so I could learn about this country.
Where to?
Nearest says it's been improved beyond compare, but it looks the same to me. Maybe not now. In the last battle when we rushed through the Herodrius, the Gauntlet Runner was a great help. The cockpit, which was a mangled wreck after the fight against Luis, has been completely restored. Man, look at it. It's amazing. Oh, that's the other one of Luis's troops. Hello, Saba. Hey, Marin, can't you see I'm busy? Oh, it's you, Your Majesty. Remember me? Remember me, do you? Of course. Well, it seems your reputation of remembering even the faces of those in lower ranks is true. Indeed, I am Saba, former maintenance chief of Luis's Gauntlet Runner. I was just examining Your Majesty's Gauntlet Runner as part of my research studies. I recall how astonished I was to see her take to the sky the first time. I wanted to get back to my engineering roots, but then Luis started showing his true colors and the Karajas went down. Gotta say, Your Majesty, you're too soft. We used to be enemies, but you recommended us for the brigade and gave us work anyway. Pretty genius making old Basilio the captain too. Luis's old crew will fall in line like wooden soldiers, so I'm not sure that kind of leniency forges nations. So off of you, huh? Can't imagine you can afford to waste time on relics like me. Be well, Your Majesty. Thanks, Saba.
All right.
Okay, so they are all here. All right. I was looking for you, Nearest. I was wondering where you were. Talk to me. Oh, what brings His Royal Majesty here? Came to feel the wind on your face too, have you?
Aha!
I know how it is. I've the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau and can research as I please now. But something's missing. So I threw out that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon the runner in the way I do. I know how you feel.
How about that?
I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing.
Oh.
I knew you'd agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind. I rather miss the days of dashing hither and thither in the runner.
Perhaps.
Not that I'm ungrateful for the gracious title you've given to a man who used to sulk about, modifying gauntlet runners. You haven't seen anything yet. Why? One day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. That'll be amazing. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit, stuck at the beginning on the development.
Indeed.
And it's times like this I need stimulation of the mind. Do you have anything that might do the trick? Do I smell another relic hunt? Are you gonna send me on another relic hunt? I'll pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you'd pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves were better off left untouched, they've become the guiding principle of my research, you know?
That's...
Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all.
However...
Still, it's no small feat to design with a perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even I struggle with it, and I'm a bally genius. Oh, I knew it. What I need is stimulation, Your Majesty. You know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You'll let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Oh, dear, our dear old girl's sparkling clean, and always ready for takeoff. I'll let you know, Nearest. Maybe tonight, we shall see. But like, Happy New Year, gang! I'm leaving the city. Dice aces, let's go. Still remember today I met you last year, Your Majesty. Thought he had a kind heart bothering to listen to an old man's folktales. A sincere young man loved by fairies finds happiness. Folktales aren't just old, tired old stories for dreamers.
Thank you.
I'd say they have the power to tell the future sometimes. Though maybe that's giving them a little too much credit. Oh, it's Jen. Hello. How are you, sir?
Hello.
Ah, is that Your Majesty? What fortune to bump into you at the end of the year like this. If there is anything my humble personage may be able to do for you, Your Radiance, I'm at your service. Say but one glorious word and I shall most happily— well, you were about to sell me out to Louise last year, so—
Honestly.
Okay, laying it on a little thick, aren't we? It's that Ferk ton that got you in trouble last time. You hear me? One more move, and I'm turning you over to Basilio. You gotta turn your life around. Of course. Juna! Is that Plateau? Plateau! We finally see the real you!
Wait a second.
Wait a second. Isn't that the cat from the Academia? If that place was made of magic, how is it here in real life? To say nothing of how he could have survived in a deserted ruin buried in the snow. That shouldn't be possible, right? I just think he's cute.
That's a good kitty.
And yet he's never stopped looking cute. It doesn't bother you at all. Sure, something else. If memory serves, the last king did build himself a study in the Mage Academy. Do you think Academia was styled after that? Maybe. I wonder if it's what His Majesty, when he put this little guy in Academia. Aw. Juna?
My king.
Oh my god, her hat is so cute. Oh, there you are, Kazia. Heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. Oh, Rudolph is right there. I have so much to tell you about my inspection. Though I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon. Bring any souvenirs?
In that case.
Gosh.
Let's just focus on the report. Don't worry. I'll give you just the gist. Firstly,
Well,
the Mage Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing, and we're already processing admissions. I must say, I'm still surprised you appointed me, of all people, to be the Academy's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. And shall I introduce you to my furry little friend? I scooped him up in the Academy of all— wait, so he was at the Academy? Plateau. During the reconstruction, they stumbled on the little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the igniter around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat could survive alone in that cold, could he?
so
Regarding our mysterious our mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell. We're starting from scratch. May even be hiding secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
speaking of which,
And speaking of fate, on my way back, I met up with Murtis. As well, I trust.
Now we're talking.
yeah.
More than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights. Her in music, and me coming face to face with magic again.
Hey!
Surely you remember, music was the first magic born in this world, yes? When heart expresses itself through music, it moves the heart of others. And when they make hearts swell, why? There's no end to the magic, you know? So just you watch. With music and magic at my side, I'm gonna change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted. And if it makes the world a better place, why? Isn't that just grand?
Magic.
Rella taught me that magic's more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts. I love that. I love that for you, Juno. Wait.
All right then.
Hello, Rudolph.
Yes, hello.
To think that you, of all people, would end up becoming the king. I never expected it, but I will tell you one thing. Wax poetic about your ideals all you want. But when it comes down to protecting the people, only power will suffice. The people don't all approve of a dreamer king. I won't let you down.
Is that so?
Easier said than done. How much has the country truly changed in the past year? Have your policies truly fared better than Luis's would have? If all you do is talk, you're no better than the last king. All ideals, no power. Just the same. Fair enough.
Yeah? Amazing. Hang on. Amazing. Yeah?
Oh, there you are. I was looking for you, Lena. Hiya, boss. Oh, dang. I suppose I shouldn't be speaking to you so casually, huh? Then again, we were rivals, weren't we? Wait, then that means Loveless is in the tavern, right? And Caden Workshop's the official workshop of the Palace Engineers now. Not that it's here nor there. Besides, I'm glad you got the crown. Still lots of humans out there you'll have to deal with, and you'll need a gauntlet runner to get them. Caden Workshop thanks you for your patronage. Hello, soldier. Your Majesty. If you have something you need with the gauntlet runner, all's well here. If it's not overstepping, might I tell you something I've always wanted to say? Do you remember a long time ago when Luis dropped that human on the city? I was actually assigned to duty at the Grand Cathedral that day. The State Army was in complete disarray, and us soldiers were absolutely terrified. But it was the rumors about you that kept us afloat in those dark times, Your Majesty. You couldn't go a day without hearing someone insult the lesser tribes, and here comes this group led by some elder, fighting through the cathedral with no regard for their lives. If you only known how much the tale of your heroism and courage gave to the guards that day. I couldn't thank you then, so please allow me to do so now. You truly are a hero king, Your Majesty. Aw, thanks, man.
Amazing.
Just
Or I guess Loveless isn't here. Think it reminds me of all the meals I shared with my comrades. Hulkenberg always had an astounding appetite. She sure did. Hey, Tavern Keeper. Hey, who's this? His Royal Majesty, the King, once brought you to my little dive. Come to think of it, I said some rude things to you last year. Told you to keep your head down. No hard feelings? Trouble crowers haven't quieted down here at all. Might even be worse now that everyone's equal in the eyes of the law. But sometimes fists just need to fly. It's not like it was back when the sky was red as blood and death was everywhere. In fact, it's amusing to see new faces around here. It's a good change, I think.
Ripping this is.
Okay, let's see.
The prince has become magnificent indeed.
Batlin, hello, and a Denny. Hello, Batlin.
Oh.
Why, hello there, Your Majesty. As laid back as ever, I see. I myself have been crying like a baby, for I find my position as Chairman of Parliament quite an unfamiliar one. Still, I consider these open to all parliamentary meetings. I've considered these open to all parliamentary meetings. Compiling all those opinions is indeed hard work, but work well worth doing.
This fellow.
It won't be easy for those who were at the church's beck and call to change, but I think they've been starting to see what they turn a blind eye to. At least a bit, no? A person who speaks the real truth to the public without yielding to authority. That's what my father and I wish for. A true and proper town crier. This country's turned over a new leaf. There are still many problems to work out. It seems the rural regions are still suffering from human havoc. Well, we gotta get out there and take them out.
I'm counting on you.
All I'm saying is, we're a long way from utopia, but still, the first step is as important as the last. We're taking big ones. Is there? But a Denny, hello, and Godot.
Hey.
Hello there, Your Majesty. It's great to see that you're doing as well as ever. I've just left a meeting with the provincial lords. I also preach some Mastori teachings in various areas when the opportunity arises. Many still push back against such teachings, but that's perfectly fine. The country is well served by different perspectives. Many of the villagers have come around to this too, you know. I think that's because you all face such danger on our behalf. Still, it won't be easy to change the entirety of Uchronia. Its history is embedded deep in its roots. The country is larger. Some people will need all the power you have. The true test of your values has only just begun. Did you know that the apothecary owner has got her eyes on you, my guy? I'm just saying. You know, I might have a sister-in-law, maybe. Good job.
All right.
Huh. Are you serving the city incognito, Your Majesty? Your escorts will be aghast. Not that I think anyone is truly capable of harming you. As you are aware, faith in the Sanctus Church plummeted after our misdeeds were exposed. I admit, we were arrogant and unjust, wicked in custom, but people have found salvation through the Church as well. I intend to restore the Sanctus Church to its true purpose, to offer salvation to those in need. As Centaur, and as someone who was saved by the Sanctus faith myself, that is all I can do to return the favor.
May God keep you, child.
There's the church really used to stay in. I hear Godot is here a lot, serving the people.
May God keep you, child.
Juna, look at you. I will talk to you last. I will talk to you last. Oh, like you know, obviously before I talk to Maria, but still. Hello, Igniter Merchant. Your Majesty, it has been some time since you graced us with your presence. What solo Igniter may I help you with this time? I jest. I know that's not why you're here. As you can see, it's thanks to you that the Lycoan Magic Association has been able to continue its business. Our king has shown us what magic ought to be. Humans and other threats still stalk the land, so Igniters and their powers have remained an indispensable asset in maintaining the country. All this talk of original magic that doesn't rely on Igniters. It's going to take some time to make it viable.
Come again.
We'll continue to produce Igniters with pride, helping to bridge this era with the next. Oh, Cabio, hello. Traveling with Lady Juno was fun. Your Majesty, what business do you have with a former helmsman like me? What about Juno now? I had the honor of attending to her during an expedition. Actually, I think she's on her way to the palace in order to meet with you. You didn't hear from Chief Magnus. Lady Juno was off inspecting the Mage Academy, and I was the flight's helmsman. It knocked me on my ass when Lady Juno left Luisa's company, you know. I left right after she did. Still undecided about you being king and all that, but I do appreciate you taking me in, so I'm gonna work to repay that favor. On that note, by the time I get back to work. Oh, and don't tell the chief I was shooting the breeze here, eh, Your Majesty? I'll be sure to keep that secret. And Loveless, hello.
Hey.
What's the word, Your Majesty? Just one question, if I may. When are you gonna lower the booze prices in this country? I'm only codding you. Haven't felt much like drinking until I black out so often anymore. Give me a second, I'm getting some water. Okay. After I entered the tournament, I really went through some stuff. I was acting a fool on the world stage, and to you too.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, you know. Can't speak for the rest of the country, but you've done right by us Parapets. Got it better than we ever did. Some chokeheads out there still try to take your aggression out on us, but they're just venting, probably. I'm sure to do something soon, though.
Ain't this a pickle?
Brigida! The king himself, out browsing the shops. Perhaps I need to draft a bureau certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. Any recommendations? Anything you recommend? One igniter in particular, in fact, though I'm afraid we're all sort out of it at the moment. The igniter I made at the children's request, one that lights up the rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The service packed families and children. That's amazing! Congratulations!
Say.
I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manner of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. You took over from the guy with like the weird earring glasses thing. I can't help but think that if I had been in this position sooner, without the church's violence, the tragedy of that village could have been prevented. It wasn't your fault.
But
there's nothing you could have done at the time, Brigida. I know that. I only rose to this position once you became king and shed light on what lurked in the shadows of this country. Though you can't take full credit as it were, I was nominated for my position by my colleagues. Our new king has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think all weapons can have ever disappeared from this world.
Yet.
It's all the more reason I hope that the reasons for people to wield them continue to decline. To that end, I'll continue doing all that I possibly can, all that I am, just as you do.
Speaking of...
Ah, yes. Do you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. Your dog's alive! I had no choice but to spare their lives. I couldn't subject the gentle dog to the atrocities I'd committed in her name. You should come play for some time. I'm sure she remembers you. I remember her too. Igniter used to be too expensive for the common folk, but now more and more of them are visiting the Igniter shop. And there's still the replica of the Royal Scepter. And I think I spoke of all the unique NPCs, right? Like all the... all the ex-candidates and whatnot. Alright, Trina.
Greetings.
Sorry, Yufa. Working hard as ever, Kazia. Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I just came from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with people about their grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate. Shouldn't you delegate that?
Well...
Shouldn't a Chief Magistrate delegate such tasks? That's a question I should throw right back at you, Your Majesty.
In truth.
As you're undoubtedly aware, in the past, many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial.
Alas.
I'm pleased to report things are different now. Anyone regardless of race or status can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. Just goes to show, anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. And my brother's making great strides as village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think.
The reason is...
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness. For those who suffer need not turn to crime. And so I practice what I preach. It's great, Yufa.
Now that you mention it...
The other day, I went to visit Ovi's church to inquire with those who are sick about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. How is Ovi? Was Ovi doing well?
Very well.
Yes. We practiced dancing together. Then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing that made me reflect on all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only hope those people had was God.
I do believe...
I want to fight for them to have options under laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher power. A country where all the tribes with all their values can join hands in harmony. What we need.
Because...
You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? I hope you allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. Do we need another handshake, Yufa? Hello, Seer. Oh my! Has His Majesty come to have his fortune told? Oh, I jest, of course. I believe you've become acquainted with the Chief of Atria. I was able to speak with him for just a moment. He's a truly outstanding figure in both ability and insight. As a fortune teller, so much to learn.
Wonderful.
Dang, looks like the apothecary lady's got some competition. Watch out, ma'am. A seer's coming after your man. Okay.
Let's go see.
I think it's time, right? We talked to everyone.
Let's go.
Or at least we talked with all of our unique NPCs.
Are you there?
Hiya. Hiya. All right then.
Okay. Let's go talk to Maria.
Oh there.
Oh, Your Majesty, I heard from Fabienne, you know, the spice seller. But how you still take time to pop into Honeybee now and then. It's not very kingly of you, but that's what makes you so trustworthy. Please, do keep treating Fabienne and Maria well. For Grace's sake, too. I will. I definitely will.
Say...
Grand, innit?
Hello, talk to me. We learn her brittle pieces, as well as the preciousness of a life lost. The peace we regain could be lost again. We must remain vigilant.
So?
Just a minute.
Grand, innit?
We almost spent an hour talking. Let's go.
So?
Let's go see her.
That reminds me.
Being here sure brings back memories. You remember how we came here looking for Maria before the tournament for the throne? She was crying back then, though. She's happy now.
But
things are different now, though. I can say that again. This country has turned around since then, no doubt about it. I'm sure there will always be differences of opinion, but your ideals are really coming to fruition now. I can feel it. That reminds me. What's up with that book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself? Our novel! I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. But maybe that's not even a word for it. After all, you're the one putting it in ink. That means you're going to make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, here we get going. Here she is! Maria! Did you grow taller?
Oh, hello there. Oh,
Hello to you.
I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise?
am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
Sure he is.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly. The burden of its momentum will fall on your shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another.
Right?
Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too.
It's your home after all.
If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
Place where I ought to be. Setting myself out to show. The path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Let's do this together.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Oh, the blush.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Aw.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Stroll, is everyone here? Everyone's here.
Everyone!
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Shh.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Yeah, but you know, we're trying to make a scene.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Would have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
Yeah, exactly. I would have done it in a heartbeat.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
Dots. He's right. The capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't gonna fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
I mean, you know what, Vass? You make a compelling argument. Let's go.
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
True.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Oh, hello, onlooker.
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
Hello.
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Hulkenberg, hold back.
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
Oh?
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Thank you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
And I love... Okay, I feel like we don't get this dialogue if we didn't do the trials, right?
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Right?
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of surprises.
He's made a Dragon Slayer. That's got a nice ring to it, though.
Right.
I resolve to believe in my ideals no matter what may come even back then. Even if the world is slow to change, the king's belief can never waver.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We've had a little bit too much
veritable
fun.
Mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Happy New Year! Oh? Are we going on an excursion? Hello? We're going on a journey? A little cheeky journey?
A journey?
We're going on a
really
boat.
Planning on leaving us?
There's more. Wait, we're going on off on our own? There's more I have to see.
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
And I'm gonna guess like everyone's gonna pop up, right? As well?
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another.
Nearest.
You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I just want to do what I can.
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
My god, let's go.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
I'm not joking.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magler and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people.
Yeah.
So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
I mean, am I wrong?
Right.
Even the most faraway future begins with the belief that it can be realized. So I press onward. That's the best I can do.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
I thought you knew what my idea was, Gallica.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the ballet court engineer, I've no choice but to come
She's a
along.
fae, not a mind
I'm the only
reader.
driver fit to maneuver the
She needs to get better. She's basically our best friend.
And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King, bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog.
Well, glad to have you aboard, Nearest.
Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Yeah, they came. They all came. Look at that.
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Yeah, but you joined me with a smile on your face.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Really? I think it's a lack of trying, Hulkenberg.
Oh, so you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
Let's go! Are you sure?
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf.
So we need to keep doing that?
In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
So we need to go. Best friends are still not mind readers. Okay, Nikki, alright. But so that means that we need to get out there and show our faces.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
My friends and allies believe as I do. Your support is the greatest treasure I could have.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your majesty's employ.
Aww.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
I mean, we set precautions in place, right? In case...
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? And we'll just have to lead by example.
Thank you. Then let's go.
Right then. Let's go.
I mean, so we're ending this the way we started, with us 5. What about the rest of my crew? What about the rest of them?
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind.
We're on an adventure.
Is fantasy a powerless creation?
So was the scheming man more?
A timeless question.
Sounds like
so long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him.
It's only been a month, man. I finished this game in a month.
That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. to seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope.
That's what I said. See, I said the cutscene before. Like, it's intentional. It's all intentional.
And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
You're welcome. They're gonna all show up, right?
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
Heisme! You were here the whole time!
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Maria!
Wow!
Well, my brain went to it's kind of,
Poetic
Becky.
indeed, that the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
It's only been a year or two.
Let's go.
Damn, this game. And that was Metaphor ReFantazio. Holy shit. Okay. I love that. Damn, I love this game. Oh my god. Thanks, Neki. But yeah, I think that's the fastest I've completed a JRPG. I just kept playing and playing, goddamn. Every time I close my eyes, I just see it. Man, I really like this game. I really, really do. And I'm not sure how they would do a sequel. Like, I can imagine them doing like DLC story packs or something, but I'm not sure how they would do a sequel. That's the only thing. Like, maybe it could be us like going to like the other nations and then figuring stuff out, but it's also like, are we gonna explain like do power grip, right? Like, do we still have all of our powers that we have like at the end of the game? Or is it gonna be like, I think there's a giant kraken on the map. That's true, yeah. But you know, I think it's meant to be evocative of like the old maps, you know, where like they had krakens and other like weirdness in the ocean. Or it could be like similar to the, I think we pronounced it the Yeast series. Like, it follows the same character, the same main character, right? Like Issa, right? The same red-haired main character, and it's like after like a lot of endgame stuff, right? And he just keeps on traveling. There's like how many games? Like 10? There are 10 games in that. It's not the same main character, right? Man. Yeah, people need to play this game. Like, the writing is actually so good. And the acting was really good too. Like, there's obviously like some things that kind of irritated me. But as a whole, it was really good. Is it $70 good though? I think it's worth the I think it's worth the money. I think it's worth the money. You know? Like, I don't think I got suckered out of $70. Like, this was definitely $70 well spent. Definitely. Like, it's not copium. I actually really did enjoy this. It's so good. I'm kind of expecting, like, at the end of this credits, it's just gonna be the name that we entered in. So I'm expecting to just see Toya at the end. Like, it really felt like they had a really clear direction in where they were going. The antagonist has their reasons, but they stayed bad to the end. You know, some things, like some people couldn't be reasoned with. Right, Zorba couldn't be reasoned with. He was just steadfast in his beliefs with Luis. And I feel like, you know, without the constraint of like Persona or like SMT, right, they were really able to like a modern or like a post-apocalyptic. Well, I guess technically, like, Metaphor is a post-apocalyptic society, like, world, but it is based in fantasy, right? It's like more fantasy post-apocalypse. It's like they had more, they could get a bit more creative or like do things that they can't do within like, you know, modern society or like, I guess, quote-unquote normal post-apocalyptic society. Like, this would be like if it was like 1,000 or 2,000 years after like SMT post-apocalyptic. Yeah, in a way. I don't know. I'm almost sad that like it's like I finished it, but like I'm also really glad that I played it. And like especially that ending sequence, like right when we were fighting the like after Luis's first phase, and then like everyone was like transforming into archetypes and like doing all that stuff. Like that was amazing. I'm like, god damn, we're actually doing like sacrificial plays here. It's so crazy. And then like, you know, the affirmation of my theory, of my idea, my little brain worm that they were hinting at. I'm like, that's so good. I love that. Look at all this. All of these voice talents, like all of them, they're so good. They are so freaking good. Man, I need to be good as them. I want to be as good as them. That's a lot of voice talent. Holy shit. Okay. And I think we're getting to the end of the credits now. Well, close enough. Like, are we gonna get more music, please? Oh, there we go. We're playing the intro again. Okay. Nope. Wait, is this the full version of it? Oh, okay. still can't believe they hired an actual monk, like an actual monk to do this. Like, I know the guy has like a jazz band and like leads a jazz band, but still, it's so insane. And I love the music in this game too. Like I think I mentioned it before. I've listened to like some of the battle themes when I'm going in the gym, and it's so hype. You're like doing a heavy set, and it's like, and the monk and the priest is like you know, shouting, like chanting in your ear. You're like, oh god, it's giving me the energy I need to complete the set. So good. It works though, Neki. Oh, there we go. That's the end. Do we get to see her name? No? Damn, I got debated. Wait. Yes, I knew it. The great secret
Dear
Toya.
guest, from a world I shall never know.
Character name would have been one of the first things you saw. No, but it's the name that we put in. Yeah.
In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction.
Yeah, but it did influence me. It did affect me.
However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you. With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
We've come full fucking circle. Like, since the first stream, like, since he posed that question to me, I literally said that. Like, fantasy can give you strength. Fantasy can influence you to do, like, things. We've come full fucking circle. God damn. Oh. Is that a ship?
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
Oh, that's the
never expected a
Caradrius.
view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah. A new journey now beckons.
Dad?
In days of Eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they place their trust, and so the kingdom breathes.
Aw, look at them.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
God, this game. Fantasy lives on! Let's go! Oh, God. By saving your clear data, certain things can transfer over as is to a new game. You can transfer currently owned items with some exceptions. Money, mag, royal virtues. Okay. Scan enemies, memorandum, archetype statuses, and total place. Oh shit, okay. Yes. But not levels, right? I doubt levels. Oh my god. Time to find out. We start the game again!
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever
again.
you are, please tell me. Pardon my curiosity.
Okay, so it does just start the game anew, but oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, we finished Metaphor. We did it, gang. We did it. Oh my gosh. Like I said, like I said during the credits, I really love this game. I love this game so much that I just spent like I don't know, like this whole month I was just basically like, I think 70% of my streams is just me playing this game, and every stream was at least like 4 hours or more. It was nuts. And we completed the game, or like finished it. So yeah, I'm really glad to have played this game, and I'm glad to have all of you join me on this journey. If you have yet to play the game, even if you've watched it with me, I would still recommend that you play it. I really, really, really do. It's that good. Or at least in my opinion, it's that good. I don't know. I want more content. I do. I want more content. I want to see, like, you know, like what else is gonna happen to our team, like to our gang? Like, what's gonna happen with them, right? What if like DLC gives like post game like stuff? Like I don't know. I kind of can't wait to see what else they can do with Metaphor. I really am looking forward to that. It's just, But yeah, so a couple things I need to note. I'm actually going on a trip next Tuesday for me. So like in 2 days time. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I think I will. We shall see. I'll let y'all know on like Twitter and Blue Sky. But yeah, I think I'll stream one more stream tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be like traveling for like about 3 weeks, give or take. Yeah. So I'm gonna take a, I guess it's like, you know, we finished Metaphor and then we're gonna take a well-deserved rest, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break for about 3 weeks. I'll be on vacation. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream at all. We shall see. You know, again, I'll let y'all know on Twitter and Blue Sky, but I will be posting my journey, you know, my travels and stuff. So that should be pretty fun. Yeah. So, on that note, thank you so much for stopping by. If you have the rest of the day going for you, please have a very, very, very wonderful rest of your day. If you need to rest and decompress and go to bed like I do, it's actually like 5 a.m. for me. Then, curiosity to you, good night, good night, good night. I'm gonna do a raid. Let me pull up my raid messages. And let's go. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for stopping by, Neki. I really appreciate it. Let's go raid Toma. Okay. Toma's currently playing Incident in Oakwood. It looks like a horror game, so, you know, we had some feel-good times, and we're gonna go get scared. Wonderful. So, for those that don't know Toma is a metal dragon. And they usually do some, like, you know, they play a multitude of games. Sometimes they do Nuzlocke, sometimes they do like other sorts of games. It's a whole variety of games. So, yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool to rate them and give them a Snow Patrol greeting, shall we? So, yeah, I will let y'all know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. And yeah, after that, 3 weeks of vacation, and I'll be posting a lot of stuff. So, you know, maybe that content on Twitter or Blue Sky will be interesting for y'all. We shall see. But yeah, in any case, Otsuya! And as always, this has been Toya, and I'll see you